Good afternoon, rally fans, or good evening, I guess, for our East Coast folks here. We're here at Southern Ohio Forest Rally for round 5 of the ARA National Championship presented by Kubota. Right now, I'm standing at the start of stage 1, the Yaktangi street stage. Check out these crowds. We got thousands of people here. Every year we come here, there's probably another 1,000. And this is just the last quarter mile of the stage where the jump is. We got some people here getting excited. Things are happening. In just about 30 seconds, we'll have, I believe, Travis Pastrana first on the road. He won the seated draw. We got FPV drones ripping by here, high speed. I got my start order ready to guide you through all 59 cars of the rally. 2 runnings on this stage. We're going to stay here for at least the whole first running, maybe the first 10 or 15 cars of the second run, and I'm going to venture in and try to get a couple quick words with some of the other drivers. But any second now, we should have Travis Pastrana checking in with that brand new wing on the limited 4-wheel drive Subaru WRX. Pretty good turnout. The sun's out, it's hot. It's probably still about 80 degrees, 7:59 here at 8 p.m. Travis is going to be on stage, so any second now we'll be checking this out as the rally stage starts here. You may see me looking at my paper here periodically. Here he comes. There he is. Big slide from Travis coming around that corner there. This is kind of a 4th, 5th gear corner coming through here. A lot more angle and rotation coming through there. It looked like maybe he was not on proper tarmac tires, maybe some rallycross tires or gravel tires. Not as big of a jump as I would have suspected. Maybe he's testing it out because they do get 2 runs on this stage. But next up, we should have Brandon Semenuk. 30-second gaps here. Here he comes. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 4 or 5 feet of air there. Brandon setting the tone, leading the championship. Look at the crowds. They're getting crazy here. We got bells going nonstop. That is what it's all about. I got the shivers from that one. How are you guys feeling? How you feeling, Ryan? Ryan's on camera right now. He's giving me the thumbs up, feeling it. We're out here. These 30-second gaps are going to get hectic. Can't remember who we had third on the road. It might have been Connor, then Ryan Booth, and then Patrick Grushka. So it's either Connor or Booth coming through here. Going to be a Skoda. There it is. Ryan Booth, third on the road. Sending it. Absolutely sending it. Massive jump. Again, Ryan Booth about 4 to 5 feet off the ground. This is awesome here in that RC2 Skoda. Next up, we'll have Connor Martell. He hopped out of the Subaru WRX STI, the old Vermont sports car. He's back into an RC2 car for the first time ever, realistically here, not back in it. He said he had 3 tests leading up to this weekend. We're going to see him send it here as well. Here he comes. Beautifully flying there. Something to notice between the 2 Skodas, Ryan Booth had much smaller wheels on. I talked to him before this. He said he ran the gravel tires with some kind of rallycross, or gravel wheels with tarmac style, rallycross style tires on it. Well, Connor had the proper tarmac wheels, the massive ones on there. Really didn't seem to make a difference on the flying. Both of them were getting quite a bit of air. Here we go. We should have Patrick Grushka in the Hyundai i20. These 30-second gaps are keeping it pretty action-packed here. We're streaming on all of our channels. Here he comes. Here's Patrick. Beautiful, beautiful jump there by Patrick Grushka. These 30-second gaps are keeping the action packed here, right here on our Twitch channel, on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook, on X, wherever you're watching this. We're streaming all around the world. Stay tuned always on dirtfish.com for things like this. We're going to be bringing you guys more live streams like this quite a bit more often. We're utilizing some new TerraDeck gear that's allowing us to go live in situations like this. We've tried to do a few different live streams here at different times and had not so much success, so it's great to see this one's going well. Here we go, Javier Olivares. Decent jump, little bit of a nosedive there from Javier Olivares. The limited 4-wheel drive double champion, stepping up into RC2 towards the end of the year after locking in that championship. I'd say so far, Semenuk, probably the biggest. Probably the biggest so far. Second, maybe Connor. Brandon had a little bit, or Brandon, Connor. Travis had that little slide before the corner. Didn't really help out with his jump. I'd say Travis probably was 5th. Next car is coming up. There we go, Cameron Steely. Interesting to see here, if you look, I'm not sure how much you can zoom in there, but you can see where all of them are nosediving. Looks like they're all hitting the skid plates. Some of those may be from last year. Luckily, they're just skid plates hitting. Last year, we saw a couple of oil strings going down the road. Hopefully, we avoid that here. Going to take a peek at this list here, see what we got next. Next up should be Sean Donnelly in the Renault Clio, the Rally 3 car, this all-white thing, the limited 2-wheel drive former champion, stepping up into the limited 4-wheel drive championship. Here he goes. Decent jump. Saw a few cars nosedive so far, but that Rally 3 flew nice and smooth. Dave Wallingford is up next in the Fiesta. I believe it's an R5 car. We'll be seeing him come through. It's always great to see him out on these kind of Midwest, East Coast events. Here he comes, screaming through. Nice, proper jump, good rev limiter there. Hopefully you guys can hear some of the rev limiter noises with the microphone still going here. We got Michael Hooper coming up next, followed by Alistair Scully. Taking a look at the start order because we got 59 cars here. It's hard to remember all of them, especially with these 30-second gaps. I'm trying to keep you guys entertained, but it's a lot of talking on my part. I got a bottle of water. I got the start order. Trying to keep you guys as entertained as possible. Hit a like in the chat. Hit a subscribe button on whatever channel you're watching. We're trying to do more of this. Let us know in the comments what you want to see more of. Here's Hooper. Little break off the lip. Nice and loud, but you could hear him squeal right over the lip of the jump there. Actually got a little bit of lockup. Keeping it smart. You know, he's in here for the win. He wants to go for that two-wheel drive win, open two-wheel drive win, following his win in Oregon. Here's the next car coming up. Alistair Scully, another Hyundai i20 coming through. The green APU car, sending it. There we go. Nice proper send by Alistair Scully. Next up, we got Thomas Hansen. I don't know a lot about Thomas Hansen. I took a look at his EWRC. He's been racing since the 80s. Great to see a Swede out here in a Volvo, 1994 Volvo. Sounds like it's coming down the road. Hopefully we see a proper jump. It'd be great to see him come here and set the tone. We've seen a few Swedes venture over this year. Kalle Karlberg came over and won two-wheel drive at 100 Acre. Had a great showing out there in the Peugeot. Here's Thomas Hansen. Playing it smart. Playing it smart. Not a massive jump. Here we got another car close by, it sounds like, or just something loud behind him. Let's find out what we got here behind Thomas Hampton. Seamus Burke. Seamus Burke is in the Escort, the rear-wheel drive Escort. Seamus is always great to see out here. Usually screaming by. He's got that Escort with the V6. He's got that Escort with the V8. You never know which one he's going to show up to at an event. We kind of listen as he comes and find out. Sounds like probably the V6. It's hard to tell. Maybe that's the V8. When he's revving it at the finish lines, I can definitely tell, but as he's coming down the road, it's hard to tell. Pretty smooth run either way. Seamus Burke playing it smart. Next up, we got our regional winner here from 2 years ago, Martin Spanhell. He's coming through in an Evo. He's always strong showing here. We see him at these Midwest, East Coast events as well. Periodically, always a great showing. Here he comes, keeping it smart, nice and smooth. Smooth jump there by Martin. He definitely is going to be in contention for the regional overall win. Next up, we got Roberto Iglesias. I believe he's kind of the back of the line for RC2 now. He's still carrying a little bit of speed factor from his two-wheel drive days, so he's working his way up the start order. I think we're going to see his times be a lot more competitive in the RC2. Here we go, Roberto Iglesias coming through in the Audi. Proper jump with a nice backfire there at the end, a little bit of flames. The crowd's loving it out here. They're all excited. Again, this is through a park. This is the Yaktangi street stage here. This is like a park. I believe this is a YMCA here, and this goes for a mile back. The people are like this basically all the way. Maybe a concentration of them come here for the jump because it's a little bit more exciting. I'm going to take a peek at the start order here and see who's up next. Bucky Lasek. Bucky Lasek in the limited four-wheel drive. Great to see him back. He said this is his 5th or 6th rally. Here he is. I caught up with Bucky earlier at Park Expose. I haven't seen him in a few years. You know, he's been doing rallycross. He's been driving the rallycross car at some of the events. He came out to Dirtfish the same week I actually applied and tried out at Dirtfish about 15 years ago. It's crazy to say. So it's great to see Bucky and catch up with him. Hopefully we can get him back out to Dirtfish pretty soon, especially if he's going to be doing more rallying. Great to see Bucky out. Stepping over here for the start order again. Chris Sear. Proper send by Chris Sear. Maybe some car parts falling off there. Nice little nosedive. Here in the next car already, we got Kevin Allen, also in contention for the regional overall. We've seen him leading the regionals last year, I believe in Tennessee. He was leading it. Can't remember how he ended up, but I remember at the end of day 2 of Tennessee, he was in the lead for the regional overall. Here he comes. I believe it's the yellow Subaru he's in. Yep, there it is. Beautiful sounding car. That's the old US UK rally car. If you've been following rally here in America for about 20 years, you've seen that car all over the place. Next up, we got Ryan Przybylkowski. The Przybylkowski brothers, I believe, are both out in full effect. So we'll see them coming through here. They're usually putting on a good show. Again, in Tennessee, when they did the two cars on the Super Special, kind of competing with each other, these boys battled it out together. There's a little squeak at the lip as well, maybe a little bit of brake. Good evening, folks. We are back. We should have Henry Tabor coming through here in the limited two-wheel drive car. For those of you just joining us, welcome to Southern Ohio Forest Rally, round 5 of the ARA Championship presented by Kubota. We're here at the Yaktangi Street Stage. We're just about halfway through the first running. Here's Henry Tabor coming over the jump. So we had a brief pause there on the stream and on the stage. We had a co-driver complaining of some back pain at the finish line. So they paused the stage for that co-driver to be able to be checked out. And now we're back going again here with audio on the stream. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the patience. We've tried so many times to bring you the action here. Luckily, we're able to do that this time. This is great. We should have Michael Cessna and Jamie Lambert coming through here in the 836. Big jump from them always. Proper jump there by Michael Cessna and Jamie Lambert. Last year we saw them come over this jump and leave an oil spill for 30, 40 feet after the jump. So great to see them come out, still send it over the jump on the limiter. Nice smooth landing. Maybe they got some new suspension or something going on there. Next car coming through. See who this is. Sounds like some serious anti-lag. There we go. Nick Luther in one of the old Dirtfish school cars. I've got hundreds of hours of drive time in that car that just came over the jump. It always means something a little bit special to me to see that thing come over the line. I'm losing my voice a little bit here. I'm going to go in for a quick drink of water. I'm going to set the mic down so you guys can get some audio here of this jump. Stay tuned for the next car here. Should be Daniel Hayes in the Mustang. Daniel Hayes coming through in the Mustang. Lost by Choice Motorsports, I believe. Here he goes. Always a big jump. Great to see some sparks. Keeps it a little bit more interesting for the fans out here. Got thousands of people. The sun's starting to set. It's finally cooling down. It was 85, 90 degrees with 185% humidity or something out here. Everybody was sweating. We got a small media crew here hanging out. We got media all the way down there filming the rest of the jump. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the first running of the stage. There will be a second run where we'll see all the cars come through as well. To my knowledge so far, nothing has changed there. So we'll get to see everybody come through again. We got the Shepherds coming through. It's great to see Doug Shepard out here in the neon. There is 2 Doug Shepards. I'm not sure which one that is. If it's the father or the son, I'll have to interview him later this weekend and find out which one's in there. Great to see them out. I'm losing my voice. That's not good this early in the stream, guys. Looking back on the list here. James Przybylkowski coming through. Ethan Curtis, nice clean jump there. Next up, we should have Mark Tabor coming through. We've already seen Madeline come through. We've seen Henry Tabor come through. Now we're going to have Mark coming through. You know, it's kind of a passing of the guard. Mark Tabor was there for his 200th rally at Oregon Trail Rally, and now his kids are up ahead of him on the road. We'll see. Maybe he's going to put a push on this weekend. He's always talking about, you know, staying competitive with them. Here he comes. There you go, that drone so close there. Nice jump. Next up, we got our own Kaysen Pedersen, Dirtfish alumni. Kaysen's been coming to Dirtfish since he was about 16. I just talked to him about an hour ago. He just graduated college and he's coming back to rally. You know, we saw him at 4 or 5 rallies last year. Then he kind of took an 8-month hiatus. That was to finish school. Now he's back to what's serious rallying. Great to see him back out here in the Lexus, run by River City Rally. Kaysen's coming through. He told me he was going to take it a little bit easy on the jump the first pass. So not expecting anything huge here. Let's see how he does. Nice and smooth, no nonsense. Kaysen, he's got a level head, very competitive. I think we're going to see him, you know, potentially standing on a podium this weekend. He's going to be sorted. He's going to be fast. He's playing it smart here. He's in it for the long run. Next up, coming down the line, who do we got? Mike Turpak and the Cosworth. The Causey, cleanest car out here all weekend, for sure. Look at this thing. Beautiful. Proper backfire there. Fans getting excited about it. Next up, sounds like we got someone coming close. Ian McCarthy and the 2007 STI. Sun's starting to set. It's feeling good. It's cooled off. It's a perfect night for rally cars, but really, when's it not a perfect night for rally cars? Here he comes, nice and loud, coming around that corner. And up to the jump. Here he goes. Nice and smooth, so loud on that thing. One tail light, that's all you really need. Now, next up on the road, Matt McGee. We've seen Matt McGee here win limited two-wheel drive, I think 2 years in a row. The last 2 years, he's been out here. He told me last year, we didn't know when he'd be back out, so it's great to see him back out. He thought he might be taking a couple of years off, but he is back. Matt McGee in the wicked redonkulous Volkswagen. Proper jump there, a little bit of a nosedive, still made it work. Matt McGee may be great and in the contention here for regional limited two-wheel drive. Like I said, 2 years in a row for him. I'll put some money on Matt. He knows these roads. He knows the area. This is his favorite rally. Great to see him back out. We got the ARA tent. We got people with camper tents set up out here. We maybe did this wrong. Maybe next year we bring a car out and set up a live stream on top of that. We'll get a little bit of better angle for everyone here. There we go. Nice smooth jump over that one. Next up, we got Eric Buteau, the 2008 Impreza. It's a little bit foggy here. Seems like maybe some tire smoke. Maybe it's just that moisture, the humidity. I think we're going to see some nice wild jumps towards the back of the pack here. It always stays interesting here at the Yaktangi street stage. Here they come. Playing it smart. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth over the jump. Coming back down here, looking at my list, we got Eric Buteau. Now we got Sean Burke in a 1991 Honda CRX. I feel like I can hear that thing screaming from pretty far away. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the first run of the Yaktangi street stage. There was a slight delay. One of the co-drivers up front was complaining of some back pain at the finish line, so they paused the stage just as a precaution, and now we are back into the action. Here's that CRX. Little break beforehand. And then a ripping. That thing is quick. They broke over the jump, but just the acceleration from them landing to taking back off was pretty ridiculous. Nice little rig they got there. Next up, we got another 1997 Impreza. 20 stages this weekend, just the 2 stages tonight, 18 throughout the next few days, about 60-some stage miles tomorrow, and then 50 on Saturday. About 123 stage miles for the whole weekend here at Southern Ohio Forest Rally. Nice smooth jump, smooth sounding Subaru there in the 1997. They keep on going down the line. We got Ryan McGrath in one of the Lexuses, another Dirtfish alumni. It's great seeing so many former Dirtfish students coming out here. I say former, but they're coming back. I talked to Kaysen earlier in one of the Lexuses as well. He said, he felt at testing at Shakedown that he should have been back out to Dirtfish just before to get some training in, because he kind of had to shake out some stuff from being out of the car for 8 months. But seeing the Acura come over there nice and smooth, clean jump in that thing. Coming on down here, who do we got next? I was expecting Ryan McGrath, but we had the Integra come through. So maybe there were some change-ups. Maybe there's something going on a little bit further back. We are about 40-some cars into the mix here out of 59 cars. So it's going to be kind of hard to predict who's coming over the line at this point. There we go, another Honda Civic with Weston Davis. Nice little chirp. I'm just going to hold this list here. Bear with me, guys. If you see me reading paper, it's hard to remember 120 people's names and all the cars, makes, models. It's difficult. I'm trying to keep you informed, trying to keep you entertained out here. We're having a good time. Hopefully you're having a good time and you can hear us all right on the stream. Hopefully you can see this all right from wherever you're chiming in. Let us know. Throw a comment in the chat. Let us know what you want to see more of. If you want to see more lives like this, if you're tuning in on Twitch, if you're tuning in on Twitter or X or whatever they're calling these days, Facebook, YouTube, let us know. There's Ryan McGrath in the Lexus, playing it smart, nice and smooth over the jump, getting the finish line. You cannot win the rally on the stage, but you can lose it. We say that all the time at these super specials, but there's always a few cars that do end up losing it. So, it's kind of a trade-off here. Do you come out here? Do you send it on the jump, put on a good show for the fans? I think we saw a little bit of that this evening at the start. Hopefully we're going to see a little bit more of that on the second pass. A little bit of rev limiter coming over there. There we go. They're a little bit out of order now. It's hard to tell who we're going to see. We got Neil Donnelly coming up. We got Jason Kodat, Emmons Hathaway, DJ with our very own Zane Jackson. Apparently I was calling Zane Zach for a few years. Here we go. Now Zane's with us out at Dirtfish as one of our techs. Zane's a great guy. Great to see him out here competing. Oh, big spin, off the road, into a tree. Off the road, into a tree. Locked up the brakes at the finish line. Not sure what's going on here. Looked like a fairly soft impact into the tree. They kind of locked up the brakes. We heard the skid. Can you zoom in there? What do you got for zoom? I think we're fully zoomed in, but you can see the lights. Another car is coming up the jump. Here we go. Another car. There's Niall Donnelly coming through. They're out of the car. Looks like they're okay. They'll probably be setting up a triangle. They are after the finish line, so they did get a stage time. Hopefully they can get that thing moving and get to the time control. Not sure what the rules are if you have a little bit of an off after the finish line before coming into the control. Here we go. This could be DJ and Zane in the Honda Civic. That thing's screaming. Here it comes. Oh, that's a Fiesta. Here we go. Jason Kodat. Now we should have DJ and Zane. Keep an eye on that Fiesta out there. They're not moving, but they're out of the car. They got the triangle set up. They're okay. Here it is. Screaming over the finish line there. That was DJ and Zane. Next up, we got Adam Brock in the Volvo coming over the finish line here in the 4-door. Hopefully he's going to send it. Seen a lot more Volvos come into contention these days. We got a whole squad of them out west on the West Coast. They have the Volvo Cup going. Now we've got some more Volvos appearing here. We got the Swedes coming over in the 1994 Volvo, as well as Adam Brock. He's had this thing out here for many years, though. Looks like they might be getting that Fiesta going. I'm seeing some scrambling. Here's the Volvo jump. Nice and smooth jump there by Adam Brock. Next up, we should have Vince Serwinski and the 1988 VW Golf. The sun's starting to set here. It's getting a little bit darker. I wonder if they'll have lights on for the second pass of this stage. Really looking forward to seeing if this second pass still happens. We got some FPV drones following nice and close. They're doing some dives. That thing's ripping. It could be confused with car noises. Here we go. Is this the 88 Volkswagen? It is. Look at that thing. Beautiful. Next up on the road, we should have Nicholas Tippmann and David Tippmann in the Ford Fiesta ST. Sounds like I can hear them coming up. Here they go. Tippmann's nice and smooth over that jump. That does mark about car 54 out of 59. So we've got about 4 or 5 cars left here. I know there's a few others that might have not come around here. And then we'll be kicking off the second pass of this stage. I'm excited to see. Looks like the Fiesta's back out in the mix. So they hit the tree, they got back on the road, they collected the triangles, and they have crossed the finish line. Hopefully we'll see them back in for the second pass. Sounds like we will be running the second pass. I'm just checking some of my messaging here. Again, thank you for joining us on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, X, YouTube, wherever you're watching us. We're here in Southern Ohio Forest Rally in the Chillicothe city, town, whatever it's called, in the Yaktangi Park. It's very confusing here. All these Chillicothe, Yaktangi. It's hard to pronounce a lot of these. Even after years, I still find myself second guessing. Should have a few more cars, and it sounds like we're going to roll right back into the second stage. So we'll have the couple cars, maybe a couple of minute break. We'll stay live here with you guys. I'm looking to see. That was a Toyota Corolla there. William Ross and Colin. Here we go. That was Michael Carr. And we have Grant Gibson last on the road. And then we'll be kicking off the second pass here. We'll find out. I'm keeping an eye on my phone to make sure what this gap is going to be. Stay tuned here. Let us know if you can hear us all right and the audio is all good in the chat. Pretty smooth second half of the stage. That one car had a little oopsie at the finish line there. And there they are. I'm going to check this list again. So that was Grant Gibson. We'll be kicking off the second stage here pretty quickly. Not sure they're even going to be doing a zero car. I'll find out. Let's check out some of the crowd here. The crowd's still staying strong. We got a few people venturing into the food trucks, maybe buying some merch, but everyone's still hanging out. I'm expecting to see a few bigger jumps on this second pass here. Everyone kind of feels it out on the first one, gets comfortable, and then sends it for the second one. So we'll stay here with you guys live. Our plan is to stay for the first, 20, 30 cars, and then we might venture in to try to grab a couple of interviews with some of the drivers before they head out for the night to get ready for day two. Again, 123 stage miles. This is just about 1 mile, so less than 2% of the rally here tonight. There we go. Travis hitting the brakes before the jump with the sparks. And just like that, stage 2 has officially kicked off. It is Travis, Brandon, Booth, Connor, Pat was the start order. And we'll see how they come through as long as everyone's still into the mix. But Travis playing a little bit safer on the second pass. He hit the brakes pretty aggressively. Here comes Brandon. Let's see how he does it. Is he going to send it? He's sending it. Proper sparks there in the low light. Brandon finishing just beyond the yellow boards there. I think he went like 10 feet further, maybe a foot and a half higher than the first pass. That was ridiculous. That was awesome. Great to see. Next car coming up should be Ryan Booth in the Skoda. Again, last time he came through was about 4 or 5 feet of air as well. We'll see how it's going. Here he comes. We can hear him coming through. There he goes. Again, little brake beforehand. Kind of set him up for a little bit of an angle, but nice and smooth on the landing. Next up should be Patrick Gruszka coming through in the Hyundai i20. Let's see what this is all about. I hear him. You can hear him coming from pretty far away. Again, this is about 1 mile long. We've got fans all the way down the stage. Here comes Patrick. Is he going to send it on the jump? Proper jump. No sparks on that one. Patrick took it a little bit tighter on that one. Great to see Patrick Gruszka out here. Next up, we should have Javier Oliveras, another RC2 car, former double champion. Are you ever a former champion once you've already won the championship? I don't think so. We got Trevor Lydon stepping in here, taking some epic photos. Get a shot of Trevor making an appearance here for Subaru. Coming through. Trevor's always ready with the backpack on the photos. There we go. Javier Oliveras, big jump. We saw him have a little bit of a nosedive on that first one. And then the second pass there, he still had a little bit of an angle, but smoother landing overall, it appeared. So we'll move over here, take a peek at the list, and see what we got for the next 10. Again, 59 cars here today. Next up should be Cameron Steely, then Sean Donnelly. Cameron Steely in the Focus ST. He's been building this thing for years. Great to see it running nice and smooth. A little bit of sparks there. It's crazy to see the differences. You can see where the first kind of marks were on the ground there. That's where Cameron landed. That's a good, 40, 50 feet off the jump, but Brandon was landing almost over 100 feet. This is total estimation. No clue what that is in kilometers, but I'd say over 100 feet for Brandon's jump. He sent it much harder on the second pass. Here we go. Should be Sean Donnelly coming through in the Renault Clio Rally 3. Here he comes. Nice and clean, but if you noticed, we got an FPV drone down. The FPV drone took a little tumble, missed the car, luckily fell off to the side of the road. It's on the hill there. Not going to be in the way, but that drone pilot's packing up over there. You could just see him taking off the goggles. Drone down. Next car up, Dave Wallingford. There he is. Rev limiter. Dave did not let off the rev limiter both passes through here. Great to see him coming out, flat out on the limiter there. Let's see, the cars are pulling into the finish there. We may head over there and grab a couple of interviews to kind of keep live with you guys, but we're going to bring you a few more jumps here. We'll work our way down a little bit further. We just had Dave Wallingford. Next up should be Michael Hooper, an open two-wheel drive. I heard some squeals there. You hear some squeals? Sounded like something interesting. There he goes, big slide, big jump, angle. He's moving, he's moving. He's good, he's good. Hooper on the mix. Not sure if he was going for a 360 intentionally, but he made it work. Now he's just got to get the thing started, turn back around. He's crossing the finish line in reverse. He's crossing the finish line in reverse. Hooper putting on a proper show. That's what it's all about. Spinning it back, going to the finish line. That is what it's all about, guys. We heard some squealing as he was coming up to the jump, then coming around with a bit of an angle there. That was wild. Next car up, here he is, Alistair Scully. Massive jump, staying flat. Hooper got away with that one. Maybe he planned it. That was epic. That was proper form to finish the jump in reverse. That's the first time I've seen that here on a Super Special. I've seen it before on YouTube, on Twitch, on TV, Facebook, wherever we're streaming, but I've never seen it in person. That's what rally's all about. Seeing things for the first time, getting out here, spending time with your family and friends, going out to a jump. That is what it's all about. Crazy. That was crazy. Next up, there he is, the Swedes. Thomas Hansen in the Volvo, playing it smart. I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to see the onboard of what Hooper just did there, because that was crazy. The jump, so much angle. Wasn't sure what we were going to expect there, but he pulled it off. Great work by Hooper. And come back over here. You know what? Why don't we go chase Hooper down? Let's watch one or two more cars, and we're going to go chase Hooper down and find out what happened. So I'm coming down. We just had Thomas Hansen. We got Seamus Burke, then Martin Spanhell. I'll tell you what. Let's watch Seamus Burke here. Proper jump. All right. I see Hooper still taillights on at the finish line there. They're going to be pulling in here. We're going to watch one or two more cars, and then we're going over to talk to Hooper. No one can bring you the news faster than Dirtfish. On our Twitch, on our YouTube, on our Facebook, on our Twitter, X, again, whatever you're calling it. Next jump, here we go, Martin Spanhell. All right, we're on the move. Let's cross this section here. Different red tape than normal. This is a different situation here. We've been approved for these rules, but we got to go chase down Hooper. We got to find out exactly what just happened there. He got away with it. He crossed the finish line in reverse. We're going to move away. Stay tuned. We're going to walk over there. We're going to talk to Hooper, and then we're going to try to get back. Let's keep our eyes on the jump just in case someone else happens to cross the finish line in reverse. There we go. There's Roberto Iglesias and the RC2 car in the Audi. Let's go find Hooper. Let's venture in here, guys. I got to find out. Come on, watch your head, Ryan. Let's go see what happened to Hooper. Scooting over here. The cars should be lining up. Last year they had them lined up in here for a while before they let them all out. So we got Cameron Steely. Where else? Where's the control? Okay, there's the control right over there. We're going to find out what exactly happened. He was just after Dave Wallingford, so it doesn't look like he's in. There he is. Let's get him as he's coming through the control. Find out what was going on. That was absolutely crazy, guys. I gotta get the update there. Got Sean Donnelly coming in, nice and smooth jump in the Rally 3. We got Patrick Grushka, nice and smooth jump. We got Brandon here. Brandon, we are live. You got a quick word?
Yeah. I mean, fun way to start the rally. Obviously, really bummed for Alex. Hopefully, he's okay. that jump's pretty nasty. So like, yeah, when you hit it flat, it definitely hurts. And I think they were full tarmac spec. So yeah, that would have been a big impact.
Did you hear or see Hooper's jump at all?
No.
He hit with about 25 degrees of angle sliding, landed, snapped back, crossed the finish line in reverse, and got away with it. So
way.
Yeah, we're about to grab a word with him, but we'll come back and find out more from you. Good job out there. You sent it proper jump, man.
Yeah, we tried to. A little show for the fans.
Awesome. Thank you. Cool. We're chasing down Hooper here. A little bit of bumper damage, maybe, but generally nice and clean. Let's find out what's going on. I'm on the move. We got to find out. I want to get the first word with Hooper here from the control. Hooper.
Oh, no.
We're here. We're live. This is live right now. You're not getting away with that one. I mean, you got away with it already.
I got away with it. Yeah, I definitely got away with it.
So what happened?
I did not take it the way I planned on taking it. I don't know. So I don't run tarmacs very much, and I just tried to stay flat all the way around the corner. And I started walking, and I don't know. I just wasn't paying attention to what the car was doing. And by the time I realized, I decided to stay in it, which is like the second bad decision. Yeah, staying flat was bad. Staying in it was bad. Going off the jump sideways was bad. I think the only thing I did right was backing across the finish line.
I mean, I think that was the
and getting it started. So yeah, it was super fun though.
Cool.
And probably it was a pretty soft landing.
It looked smooth. We heard what we thought was squeals a little further back. So did it start kind of far back?
Yeah, I was sideways around the corner, all the way coming around it. And like I said, I just I wasn't paying attention to like I should have. You know, exactly where the weight of the car was. Yeah. And by the time I realized, it was like, send it around. So
cool.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on that. And I mean, when you backed it over the finish line, I've never heard a crowd erupt like that. So you really brought one here for the fans.
It was fun. It was super fun. Thank you.
Well, thank you. All right, moving down the lines, guys. We're going to give a chance for Hooper to breathe after that one. What an experience. What a jump. You know what? Let's head back over and see a few more jumps. We got Martin Spanhell. We got Bucky Lassick pulling in here. But we got Seamus, got the Swedes. We're going to run back over there. You know, this is the abilities that Teradek has brought us to have the mobile Prism 5G backpack. We can run around. I can run around here. I can be live. I can run out to the jump. And man, what an experience to be out here bringing you guys the news. This means something so special to me to be able to do this. Hopefully you guys are finding this entertaining. We're going to go back over to the jump here and get a few more shots of what's going on. There we go. There's Rich O'Healy and my coworker, Michelle Miller, through the jump, nice and smooth. We're going back to the jump here to catch the last few cars, guys. Again, thank you for tuning in on our Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, X, all of it. We're here bringing you the news. Back to the jump, back to our spot. Seems like we didn't miss anything too exciting. Nice, smooth jumps. But had to get a word with Hooper, find out what was going on there. Here we go. There's Mayer. Nice and smooth over the jump. Get my list back out here. Check out this start order. So it looks like we missed Hooper. We missed Healy. Miss Mayer. We should have Nathan Coulter up next in the Legacy. Always great to see Nathan out here. This Legacy is so clean. Screaming coming through. There he is. Nice and smooth over the jump. Next up, Andrew Williamson, followed by Madeline Tabor in the Rally 3. Again, this is now the second running of the Yaktangi Street Stage, the Super Special. We kind of had a little bit of a pause for the first running. There was a co-driver that complained of some back pain, and then we had to pause the stage, and we restarted, and that's when we went back live with you guys here. So if you rewind to the middle, there we go, there's Andrew Williamson. If you rewind to the middle, kind of starts mid-stage as we restarted for the first running. And then we got the jumps, but the highlight of the night so far is Hooper. Just absolutely wild. We're going to catch a few more jumps over here, and then we'll go grab a couple more words with some of the drivers over there and see what their night's all about. So here we go. Who's next? Andrew Williamson, Madeline Tabor up in the Rally 3. Jumped pretty big last time. Proper jump by Madeline there. Madeline has truly been picking up the pace the last few events. maybe a little bit too much in Oregon when she had that little bit of a roll. Great to see her back out here and still on it, sending it on the jump. Next up, we have Brian Katz, Henry Tabor, and Michael Cessna. Brian Katz in the Lexus. I was doing a nice jump. Here he is. Quiet on the jump, but it looked like the diff hit. Looked like it kind of wheelied a little bit, and the diff slapped the ground there. You could see that. The diff hit first. Proper sparks there. Next up, Henry Tabor, then Michael Cessna. Henry sent it pretty good last time. Michael definitely sent it. Like I said, Michael sent it too hard last year and broke his oil pan and continued the rally. So here's Henry. Nice and quiet. Thing was just like a 2 ships in the night passing. Nice and quiet. Here's Michael Cessna coming through in the E36. Massive jump on the first run. Massive jump last year, broke his oil pan. Let's see what he can do here on the second pass. Is he going to top his first jump? Might be hard to do, but I think he's going to try. There he comes. Here's Michael Cessna, Jamie Lambert. Coming over the jump. There we go. Was that a blown gearbox? Was that a blown gearbox? If you heard what I heard, you heard rev limiter, but as soon as he landed, the rev limiter changed, and then it sounded like he went back to it, and maybe he lost A gear. Didn't sound ideal. I'm trying to see if he's still moving, but he's stopped in the finish control, and I'm not going to be able to see if he goes forward anymore. So here we go. Next car. Nick Luther in the old Dirtfish school car, keeping a proper pace, and the little flames there at the end to bring it home. We'll grab a few more cars here, and then might head over, try to get a recap of the night, what everyone experienced out there. Got Nick Luther, Daniel Hayes, Lost by Choice Motorsports here in the Mustang. He's up next. Always sends it on the jump. Massive jump from him last year at Over Mountain Rally in Tennessee at the Newport Speedway. Seeing some headlights. Quiet, but huge. You know, what's interesting about that Mustang is he doesn't run rally tires on it. I don't know what the choice is with that, but he runs some sort of all-terrain type situation that's a very big sidewall, nice cushy tire, but no rally tires on that Mustang. Next up, Doug Shepard, James Prisbokowski, Mark Tabor, Kason Pedersen. You know, I'm going to take a peek in the chat right now. There we go, Doug Shepard coming over the line. Exactly. I'm looking at the comments right now. I'm responding to you guys as I see this. Peter Farrow. Great to see Hooper with the boss recovery. It was amazing. It's great to hear Hooper's words. If you can rewind in the video, we actually spoke with Hooper. Sean Edwards has just joined the chat. Only 2 Volvos out here this weekend. Sean, you should have made the trip over. There we go. Another one of the Prisbokowski brothers on the jump. Guys, what should we do? I'm going to ask, I'm here just glancing in on the Facebook chat. Should we stay here for more jumps, or should we head over and talk to some of the drivers? Right now, we kind of have the option. Cars are going to start leaving soon. I won't be able to catch up with a lot of those drivers. Do you guys want to see more action? Do you guys want to see more interviews? Let's see it in the chat. I'm kind of monitoring. We'll see what you guys say. But for now, we'll stay for a couple more cars as the comments come in. Nice smooth jump on that one. Sean Edwards has just joined the chat. We got another car coming over the line here. Headlights. There's Kason Pedersen, nice and smooth. Street lights have turned on. It's officially nighttime. 9:15 here in Ohio, in Chillicothe at the Yaktangi Park, the Yaktangi street stage. This is almost the finish of SS2 here. We may very quickly head over and try to grab a few words with drivers. It sounds like cars are starting to take off. The drivers will start to disappear to get ready for tomorrow. So there's a few more jumps here. We'll go over and grab some interviews. There we go. Mike Turpak in the Causey. Sounds like something loud behind him. Ian McCarthy in the 2.5 RS, the naturally aspirated, wicked loud. Here it comes. All right, sending it over the jump. Nice and smooth on the jump. All right, guys, I think it's time we venture in. We venture in and grab some interviews. Let's stay for one more car here. I'm gonna make sure some of our other media guys here still hanging out to the end, bringing you guys the action. We got a fight breaking out here on the other side of the stage. Could be friendly, not sure. You know, it's a battle to get first place position here. It's a battle to get first place position as a spectator. There we go, big slide coming in. Matt McGee. Nice little nosedive by Matt McGee. All right, guys, we're going to head to do some interviews right now. Back over to the start there. We're going to venture in. Let's grab this last car. You never want to turn your back to the road. Safety first here. Keeping my face towards the cars. We'll see some headlights coming. Get this jump. There we go. Nice. Proper jump there. All right. Let's head back here and grab some interviews. We're going to bring you guys the news here. Ryan, nice over the tape there. There we go. Thank you for tuning in, guys. We're just nearing the end here of stage 2, the Yaktangi Street stage. The crowds are sticking it out. They're looking for more excitement out here. I think Hooper's been the talk of the night so far. Crossing the jump like that on such an angle was wild. We're going to dip under here, go over to the cars and start interviewing some of the drivers. Ryan, you slide under there first. There we go. Nice little smooth jump over there. We're going to jump over here, go talk to some of the drivers. We got people up on the roofs getting the spectating in. People got RC cars. It's still pretty popping here in the YMC parking lot here at the Yaktangi Park. But let's go venture in, see who we can talk to, find out what's going on in the rally. Only 2 miles in, so not a whole lot to talk about competition-wise. You know, it doesn't mean a massive amount for competition. It's a nice little treat to the fans, the spectators. Kind of bring the heat, show what there's going on the jump. What we're looking for here is everything smooth. We got Dave Wallingford pulling in. We got Kaysen Pedersen here pulling in. You know what? Let's walk right up to Kaysen. Kaysen's pulling in. First time back in the car in a while. I'm giving drivers no time here. I'm going right into it. We'll grab a quick word with Kaysen right away. Kaysen, 2 stages done. How was it out there?
It was good. It was really nice to get back in the car. Felt really good. That stage is like one of my favorites. It's always a good start. So.
Do you have a lot of tarmac experience otherwise than the school?
Besides Dirtfish, not really. No, not daily driving, but
okay.
Other than that.
You know, you went pretty smooth over the first pass, but that second pass, you had a nice little jump there. Was that the plan?
Yeah, that's exactly what we wrote up. Just kind of felt it out on the first one, and then the second one said, let's add a little bit, and it worked out perfect. So.
Feel good to be back in the car?
Awesome, man. Really, really does.
Cool. Well, thanks. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Kaysen, great to see him back out here. Who we got here? We got Mark Tabor here. We got Henry over here. Let's go talk to Henry. Let's go over. We got a couple of the Tabors here. We got 3 of the Tabor cars nice and close. Henry, nice little proper jumps. This thing's quiet in the air.
It's quiet? Oh, we got to change that. No, it was good. Well, it's quiet because I lift off to not break anything,
Good call.
Dad, OTR. Sorry, something in my throat there. This was like my Long Beach.
Okay.
Like I was more excited about the fact we're running a street stage than I was about the jump.
Okay.
But now I'm like, I could go run the whole rally just this over and over again. I'd be so happy. But no, that was so much fun.
Awesome. Cool. You got a lot of tarmac experience. Like this rally having 20% tarmac-ish overall. How you feel about that?
Confidence-wise, really good. But if you look at my times, I'm really slow. So I'm not sure if I need to be less confident and more, I don't know. But I feel good about it. I feel good and I'm comfortable there. I just hope that my speed doesn't drop too much compared to everybody else. I don't know what they have on me, but I feel good. Maybe I'm just being too methodical and I need to friggin' send it.
Yeah. Send it, have fun.
Send it, have fun.
Yeah.
What, I don't know. Car over everything. So, I had so much fun though. I mean, like it felt good to just kind of get this underway. I think the 2 runs were really awesome. The second run was super great. I loved it so much. And yeah, no, I've got my tarmac starts down,
Nice.
so to not break anything.
Cool. Well, good. Congrats on the finish of the first 2 stages.
Thank
Good
you.
luck on the other 122 miles. See you later. Yeah, thanks, Henry. Moving on down here. Got Mike Turpak here. We'll grab a quick word. Mike,
Yes.
beautiful car. I say it's the cleanest, most beautiful car here every time we see it. How was the jump?
It was good. It was good. I kind of backed off a little too much. I think we hit 80, and then I was like, that's gonna break things. So got it to like 60.
I mean, it flies pretty well with the nice wing on the back there, doesn't it?
It does. It does. 2 years ago, I think we hit it around 70, and the skid plate kind of got bent back a little bit. So I knew better to just relax a little bit.
Cool.
But good times.
Nice. We're going to see you out more this year?
Absolutely. Yeah. Gonna try
Any
to
other
do-
events picked out?
Over Mountain and LSPR, hopefully.
Okay. Cool. Well, good luck on the rest of the rally.
Thank you.
Moving on down the line here. Madeline sent it here in the Rally 3. Cameron Steely's out here. He's got the trunk popped. Maybe we can grab a quick word with Cameron. Cameron, you got a chance for a quick word? We're live here.
Yeah.
We're live on Twitch. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on all of it.
We're on all of it.
Exactly.
FaceTube. YouTube.
Exactly. How was it? 2 miles in.
It was fun. We did great. I was having a lot of fun. It was cool. I had a lot more confidence this time, and car's working, not cutting out. We blew the turbo on the test stage, which kind of stunk, but so we went back to the old turbo. So we're a little down horsepower from what that one was, because that one was awesome, but still having a great time. Loved it. Leia did awesome. So it was a great time. We were going sideways, just throwing it side, launched it off the jump, and just laughing, giggling the whole time. So yeah, it was awesome.
What's your plan of attack for the rest of the weekend?
Have fun. I've realized that like right now I just need to have fun, get the seat time, instead of trying to worry about the time. So right now just go have fun and get our chemistry together, because it's our first time working together. But so far so good. I'm excited to see what we can do.
Cool. Plans for the rest of the year?
Well, see how this goes, and then hopefully we'll finish off the championship together. So
Cool.
yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Congrats on the first 2 miles. We'll see you later.
All right, thanks.
Moving on down the line here. Everybody's pulling in. The night's coming to an end. I want to talk to Matt McGee. Matt McGee here and the wicked redonkulous rabbit thing is what his rally team is called. Matt, you got time for a quick word? We're live here. We're on Twitch. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook, YouTube, all of it. Yeah, you want to throw a hat on? You sent it over the jump. How was it?
Yeah, well, the car's got 2 blown rear struts before we started this, so under braking it wants to swap ends, but sometimes you got to go, right?
Yeah. It's great to see you back out. Are we going to see you out for more events this year?
I doubt it. This is probably it.
I think you're 2 years in a row here for the regional limited 2?
Yeah, we won the last 2, so we'll see how this goes.
What's the plan then for this year?
I got a brand new 15-year-old co-driver in the car, so there's a lot of learning experience happening right now too. We'll see. Hopefully we can build pace and confidence together and gain speed all week.
Awesome. We'll catch up with you all weekend. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Awesome. Great to see him back out here. You said 2 years in a row winning the limited 2-wheel drive. We got Hooper back over there. I'm still feeling it off of Hooper's jump. It was massive. The massive angle. We still got a few other cars sending it over the jump. We can see the lights in the distance as they're jumping here. We got Santiago. Let's grab a quick word with Santiago here. Santiago, how was it out there?
It was great. I don't know if they say it's been raining and if maybe it was cleaner, because that felt way grippier than it has in the past. And we were going maybe a little too fast the first time.
Okay.
Checked up too much the second time, but I clipped one of the apex cones and blew out my my mirror. So yeah, I'm gonna go once we get green light. I'm gonna go look for it.
Nice. What's your plan of attack for the rest of the rally?
Beat Chris here.
Okay. Good. Pressure's on.
Yeah,
Keep the pressure on.
I'm gonna keep him honest.
Awesome. Well, yeah, you won last year here, didn't you?
Yes, he did have a minor off-road excursion.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Santiago Iglesias here. Lost his mirror on the second stage. We'll move on down. See if I can grab a couple more interviews here. We got a few other cars. We got Roberto's pulled in here. Hooper here with the massive spin. Everyone's talking to him. See a little bit of the bumper damage there. They got away with that. Just a slight spin there. They got away with it. Moving down the line here. Roberto's here and the RC2. We got Bucky out here. Not sure if Bucky's already out of the car or if he's around. That doesn't look like maybe it's not Bucky in the car. Let's see. Yep, not Bucky. We'll keep on moving. down the line here, see if we grab a couple quick words with some other people here. Might be coming to an end. The crowds look like they're packing up. I'm getting towards the end of the line here. The Volvo's already on the trailer. Nick Luther's here pulled in. The Passport. Let's talk to Chris. We didn't get a chance to see this on camera, and I'm seeing Chris Sladek here laying down underneath the car. One, take a look at the lighting. Ridiculous. That's great. But we're seeing Chris here. He's looking at some bits on the Honda Passport. Maybe give him a second here. It looks like he's saying, oh, yeah. So maybe it sounds like they found something. We got Richo over here. We'll venture over to Richo. Richo, we're live right now. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, FaceTube, all of them. How was it?
It was great. We sort of delivered on all of our goals. We went over the finish line forward. I'm told is something of an achievement.
Yes.
No, it was great. So fun.
Okay. 2 miles in, how does it feel? What does it feel like to finish 2 miles knowing that's less than 1.5% of the rally?
Yeah, I mean, I think super specials are awesome. I love them. They add a lot of logistics. I think there's valid criticisms, but I think they're great. It's so fun hanging out with this many people. But the real work starts tomorrow, right? Like, I see this as what vaguely arbitrary handicap are we starting the rally with, or for or against this tomorrow, and then tomorrow we get out and rally. So it feels good. I had a great time, but I'm excited to sleep and go real fast tomorrow.
Cool. Have you seen any clips of Hooper?
I have.
Okay, good. We watched it and then we ran over here and interviewed him. You can go back in the stream and watch that. It's awesome.
I mean, I will. I saw 2 different angles like at the same time. Like, people are very, very excited to let us know. I mean, mostly I'm glad he's okay, and I'm glad mechanically it sounds like things are fine. It did make some pretty ugly noises as that was all taking place. But no, I think we're in pretty good shape. I hear I think we're the leading Lexus, which is it's fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is that the first time?
I mean,
Hooper's in the mix?
Yeah, definitely.
You're the leading Lexus and you finished in the correct direction. So that's a couple of good achievements there.
What more can you ask for?
Exactly. Awesome. Well, thank you, Richo. We'll catch up with you tomorrow.
We'll catch you around.
Yep. See ya. Moving down the line. Michelle. Let's grab a quick word with Michelle. We're here. One of my coworkers. Michelle. She's got something going here. Maybe it's a hat. It's a hat. Yeah. She's ready. Got the Women in Motorsport, the Dirtfish Women in Motorsport hat here.
This hat is so great. It's got the mesh back so your head breathes in this nice sweaty weather. It's so good. Yeah.
You can buy that on dirtfish.com. Michelle, 2 stages in. How you feeling?
Yeah, that was super fun. Always love doing it for the fans out here. It's great. We didn't put on quite as good a show as our teammate. Richo might have said the same thing. Yeah. No, but we had a great time. We were on the Hoosier tarmacs, and super fun to get some experience on those. They're kind of slippery when they're cold, but towards the end of the stage, they really hooked up, and we were able to carry some great pace.
Do you feel like they held any heat for the second pass? I mean, how long of a break did you guys actually have? It was a pretty long break.
Yeah, I think it was about 45 minutes. So, yeah, they held absolutely no heat. But, yeah, it is what it is. We're all in the same boat there, you know? Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congrats on finishing 2 stages. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks. Can't wait. Bye.
Thank you, Michelle. Moving down the line. I think it might be getting close, guys. We might have to start calling it here. Everyone's rolled in. There's no cars left hitting the jump. Again, thank you for tuning in here in Chillicothe, Ohio at the Yaktangi street stage. 2 passes. We had that little brief pause during stage 1, so our stream didn't quite have the first half of the first stage. A co-driver did complain of some back pain, so they paused the stage just as a precaution to be able to check out the co-driver, and then they started it back up. So we are heading out south tomorrow for 60 stage miles. Still 18 stages to go in the rally. Again, thank you for tuning in on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, X. Maybe there's another channel I'm forgetting there. Stay tuned all weekend. Hopefully we'll be bringing you some more lives via this Teradek 5G mobile Prism backpack. Thank you for joining us. We're on our search for Brandon Semenuk and Keaton Williams, which we heard about 4.4 miles in. But standing just about a half mile in on stage 5, looks like Roberto Iglesias was coming through this left 3, maybe left 2 plus. Got a little bit too spicy coming out of this thing, got a little bit wide and slipped off into the ditch just before the hairpin here.
Well, very early on the start of the stage, I don't know, lost of focus, and that the note was correct, but I didn't hear, I think, all of it.
The car didn't look so bad in the ditch there. If you can get it out and get it sorted, you think you'll rejoin tomorrow?
That's the plan, yeah.
Not great to see you like this, but what's going on? What happened?
Right? Just some loose marbles, and the rear end swung out and just could not get enough power to climb back out. Fortunately or unfortunately, there were some down logs on the side, so we flipped up, slammed into the top of a tree, and landed on our wheels.
Day 2 of Southern Ohio Forest Rally. Getting pretty interesting here. Brandon Seminook and Keaton Williams are down there in a little bit of a ravine on the middle of stage 5. Ryan Booth currently leading the rally. Patrick Gruska sitting second. Travis Pastrana in third. They're all just about 30 seconds apart there for first through third. We got a pretty interesting rally on our hands. We're heading to the second loop of stages. Stay tuned on all our social channels and dirtfish.com.
You heard it here first, Pat. I'm coming for you.
Whatever it is, we've got no turbo. So we're actually a normally aspirated vehicle. The first couple stages were mostly uphill. We just got absolutely flogged. So we were given the go-ahead to go like hell. And I think they might have just intentionally not given us a turbo just to make sure we didn't put it off and then do what Brandon did earlier.
Shame for Brandon, shame for Connor. Can't be upset with first place, but I know those. I'd like those boys to be out here and be chasing them. So I think we're 40 seconds in the lead. So just try to maintain that.
Patrick currently sitting second place overall.
Good. It's been a lot of fun today. I enjoy these stages a lot. So
A little different stages tomorrow. Do you think those suit your driving style better or today?
they're definitely a lot faster, which I like a little bit more, and you can see a lot more through it, and it's a little bit more open. So I like those for sure. The technical stuff you can make up a lot of time, but at the same time you can lose a lot of time. So we'll see. It's a lot of fun.
Fourth on the road right now. How you feeling?
Try not to think about it. Yeah. Not that we're leading by any means, but I've never been this high on the road. I'm right behind Patrick, my teammate, on the road right now. I want to be in front of him. I want him to have to look at my taillights. You heard it here first, Pat. I'm coming for you.
Cameron Steely just drove by us. It sounded like he was dealing with some overheating issues, but he is leading open four-wheel drive now that Brandon has gone off. We got Hooper and the Swedes about 25 seconds apart.
I'll be doing good to keep it. We're just gonna keep trying.
Okay.
He's fast. He mentioned that tomorrow roads suit him a little better, so I don't want to bend it, but we're gonna keep pushing within reason and do whatever we can.
It's a little hot in here. We got the heater going, raining, wet driver suits, fogging up the window. Luckily, we didn't have any fog issues, so but we just a little precaution. We'll take the heat for 8 minutes. I think I shaved about 10 pounds today in itself. Aside from that, so much fun. I need to get out here more.
What happened to Chris? We haven't heard.
It was like a 90 ride, maybe a 3. But it's where there's a lot of loose gravel, and I think if he came in like a little bit too hot and got sucked into the marbles, I could see him just not making the corner and just getting stuck. I hope he comes back tomorrow. I hope the car's fine because I need to beat him in a straight fight.
I've added a raincoat the end of stage 10 here. It's getting real soaking wet. We got our current regional leader here, Nathan.
Feeling really good. It's me and Kevin's first time riding together.
Okay.
So, we put on the work on recce and went first stage and we got synced up really quick.
Javier Oliveras is pulling in here at the end of stage 10. He was like third or fourth on the road to start the day. We heard he pulled over just short of service and started working on some sort of master cylinder something. I'm going to find out right now exactly what was going on.
Unfortunately, coming out of service, it seemed like our rear brake master cylinder failed, had no brake, so had to do an illegal service, and thankfully we changed it in time to come back out and at least get some stages in, but hopefully we can go out and find some pace tomorrow.
Day 2 of Southern Ohio Forest Rally has come to an end. We're standing here at the end of SS10. The second loop is done. 10 stages in so far to the rally. Quite a bit of a change up today. Brandon Seminook had a little bit of an off. I say a little bit, but he went quite a ways off down into a ravine, maybe a little bit of a roll or pirouette or something. Sounds like he may be able to get that thing sorted and rejoin tomorrow, but he is out of contention. That does put Ryan Booth in first place overall. Patrick Gruska sitting second place, just about 30, 40 seconds behind him. Travis had some car issues today. A little bit of turbo issues, down on power, lost a significant amount of time. Travis is telling us, though, tomorrow those stages suit his driving style. A lot more time to be made up. He is going to be on the attack. Open two-wheel drive. Hooper is currently sitting first place, just about 20 seconds behind him to Thomas Hansen, the Swedes in the Volvo, the 1994 Volvo. It's going to be great to see them back out. Limited two-wheel has got a lot more interesting. Chris Sear was leading, and it sounds like he had a little bit of an off. Not sure exactly what happened there. but Santiago Iglesias is now in first place. He really wants Chris to join back in tomorrow. He wants to beat him on some stages, so hopefully we'll see Chris back tomorrow. Nathan Coulter in the Subaru Legacy is currently leading the regional rally. Sounds like he had a pretty good day. New co-driver in the car. Sounds like they clicked pretty quickly. It's going to be great to follow up with the regional battles tomorrow. Stay tuned on all of our social channels and dirtfish.com. Good morning, Dirtfish Rally friends. Here for day 3 of Southern Ohio Forest Rally in downtown MacArthur. We're here at Park Expose. We got 50 plus cars lined up. I don't know, 2,000-3,000 people here checking it out, getting ready for day 3. 10 stages left today, 50 stage miles. I'm going to walk up. Looks like Brandon Seminook's back in the mix today. I'm going to try to grab a quick word with Brandon here. Brandon, real quick, we're live, seeing you back in the mix today. Tell us a little bit what happened yesterday and what you're doing back today.
Just stupid mistake. Was kind of just expecting the car to be kind of turned in more, and it was like really slow to turn in. We got kind of caught on the loose a bit, and it just slowly dragged us out and almost saved it, but it was a bit too late and ran out of road, and we just kind of basically just went down the bank backwards.
Yeah, you know, the car looked pretty fine, like suspension-wise when I saw it down the hill. Looks like maybe they just had to change the hood and stuff. Was there much damage at all?
It's honestly, the car mechanically is sound, just bumpers, a little cosmetic, yeah.
So now, what's your plan of attack for today? You know, can you get those power stage points still?
Yeah, of course, like focuses power stage points just to get something from the event, but okay, the stages are really fun today, so we'll go out and try and just enjoy it too.
Cool. Yeah. What are you looking forward to? Because these stages are a little bit different. Are there any specific stages you're looking forward to here?
Yeah, there's a bunch of good ones. I mean, Irish Ridge is always like a popular favorite, but I think the power stage Raccoon Church is probably the best, my favorite at least. Just it has a lot of kind of rhythm change, and there's a bunch of jumps, and like you hit a little tarmac section, and I don't know, it's just got more flavor.
I'm hearing it's like 4 stages in one. Is that an accurate statement?
Yeah, pretty close.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Good luck.
Hey, thanks.
Yep. Catching up with Brandon. Nice to see him back in the mix. Car's looking pretty clean. Like we said, we saw him at the end of stage 5 yesterday, or about 4.4 miles in, not quite to the end, kind of down the hill, down a berm and a ridge, way down there. Moving down the line here, we got Ryan Booth over there. He's currently leading the rally. I'm not seeing him around. I want to grab a quick word with him if we see him. But second place right now, Patrick Grushka. Patrick, day 3 here, sit in second place. What's your plan?
Plan of attack is just keep Travis behind me and try to catch Booth. I think that's always the plan, right? After Seminook unfortunately fell out of the competition, a big gap opened up to sort of win this event overall, which would be really cool to do. But we'll see. We have about 40 competitive miles, 45 competitive miles where we do a loop of 4, 5, and then 1. So not a lot of mileage to make up a lot of time, but at the same time, anything can happen. They're really tricky stages and really fast.
You know, like you said, fast stages today. Do you feel like these ones suit your driving style? A little bit more room to breathe on stages like Irish Ridge?
Yeah, there's definitely room to breathe. That only means that everyone's fast in the fast stuff. That's the thing. When you really start getting into the more technical stuff, it really shows who's a good driver. So the people that can really make up time in those really technical things can really make up a lot of time, as seen with Seminook or Booth even, when they can sort of push that car that extra little bit of length in those slow corners. And the fast stuff, everyone's got their foot down, right? It's a matter of what the cars can do, and we're all pretty similar, so our top speeds have to be about the same, like between Javi, us, and Booth. Even Scully now, because he's still right up there in 4th place. Anything can happen for him as well. I mean, he's only 2 or 3 minutes behind, so that's 1 flat tire away from being on a podium overall, if you think about it, which is crazy. But that's the game plan right now. We're not trying to get ahead of ourselves and sort of seeing what shakes up on the first loop. And if anything is really possible, okay, let's push a little bit more here, see what we can make happen, or let's be a little bit safer here and conservative, not make any risks or stupid mistakes. So that's definitely the plan for now. I think people are going to be surprised at how much cutting is going to be happening because the brush is very overgrown. So we're just going to mow the lawn pretty much for the forestry. But yeah, I love these stages. On day 3. It's technically, I don't count Thursday. That's just like for fun. So day 3 or my day 2 is definitely my favorite part of the rally. It has a lot of nice stages that flow really nicely, and I just like them in general. So I'm psyched.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you guys. Take care.
Good luck, man. Moving down the line here, we got Travis. Massive crowds lined up here to see Travis Pastrana right now. I'm going to see if I can grab a quick word with Travis and Ree. Travis sitting 3rd place right now. He lost a little bit of time yesterday because he lost the turbo. Looks like he's doing a signature here. Ree, you got a quick word?
Yeah, sorry.
What's going on? Sorry.
It's a bit hot here. I'm just like, yeah, it's going to be a good day. 10 more stages. That's a lot of stages on the final day. So first in class, third overall. We're 51 or 2 seconds behind Patrick. So hopefully we have more boost today and we can start pushing and see if we can make it up to second place. But we'll see how it goes.
Now we're live right now. Tell our viewers about the difference in today's stages compared to yesterday's stages.
These are actually some of Travis's favorite stages of the year, which is pretty cool. There's lots of grassy areas where you can do big cuts if you're brave enough. It's still like cresty and, you know, lots of camber on the roads. There's some nice hooks that you can get in as well. So yesterday's stages, some of them were a bit fast, but today's stages, we really enjoy the camber and technical sections and things like that. So we'll be pushing out there, see how we go.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll grab a quick word with Travis as well. He's grabbing a quick signature here. Travis, sounds like he had a couple little turbo issues yesterday. Might have been electrical, not sure. Going to grab a quick word with Travis. Travis, you got this thing sorted out or what?
We got some Band-Aids for today. It was not electrical. It was heat related. It is very warm and very humid. So we'll probably go with no anti-lag today and see if that helps keep it cool enough. If not, when it would go into limp mode, it was actually worse than just starting it with road mode. And with road mode, it would make it all the way to the end. Anyway, we've figured out some issues, but it's a new, it's teething issues. New car. Still, we're going to put the hammer down, do what we can. And these are my favorite stages today. And maybe it'll just be less hot today and we'll have everything. So we'll see.
So still putting a push on, trying to go for that second or first place position here?
We're going to try to get everything we can get. Honestly, it's really cool to see, Ryan is driving fantastic. He's got with his new co-driver. I think they're really just being more and more consistent. Going to be very hard in the, for that top class overall ever, but definitely out of our league, if you will. But Grutska putting the pressure on him. So really excited to see. And then Scully, I mean, there's a lot of drivers that are really stepping up with the absence of a couple of the top guys. I think everyone smells blood in the water and they're ready to rock.
Awesome. We'll love it. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Like Travis said, Reese said, Patrick said, it is hot out here. It's kind of cloudy, but it is like almost 85 degrees already right now. I'm going to cut through the middle of this line here real quick, guys. Excuse me, coming through. Got a massive line here for Travis. I got Zane standing here, Alistair's here. Grab a quick word with both of you guys. Zane, you guys had a little bit of an excursion yesterday.
We had a hell of a day. Okay. Started off by transiting the first couple stages, kind of a bummer. We ran one stage just to warm up. Didn't feel great, but it was good to get on the road and get racing. And then the stage after, overcooked the turn just a little bit, no big deal. Rolled into a ditch that was about 3 inches deep or so. Okay. Front wheel drive got stuck. So I had to get out, get the okay sign, get the triangles, and in that process, I dumped my notes out of the car right behind the front tire. So I was up there standing, holding everything, and we got a yank out, perfect. And DJ did a big fat burnout across my notes, turned them into confetti.
That'll happen. That'll happen.
Oh, yeah. And then we got back to service. Somebody loaned us some Jimbas. Perfect. Worked out there. Did the first two stages, feeling good. And then started stage 9. Big fat launch, snapped an axle right at the start.
Well,
so
good to see you guys back today. We'll catch up with Alistair here. Thank you. Good luck.
Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate it.
Alistair, starting 5th on the road now with Brandon back. 6th on the road. Who else is ahead of you up there?
We got Grushka, we got Travis,
okay.
we got Ree,
yeah, okay.
And we got Booth, and who else? Brandon. Right? Okay. Did my math?
I don't know. We're drivers, man. We can't even try math, can we?
No, absolutely not. They didn't teach me that one in school. Matter of fact, they didn't teach me much of anything.
This kid has taken a big step this weekend. I'm super proud of him. To see you up in those top positions and the times, really big improvements. So
thank you.
Good job.
Thank
really
you.
good.
That's an absolute honor coming from someone as legendary and as important to my journey as Rhiannon. Alex and I rode together last year. He was a huge help for my notes and getting to this point. And Alex and Ree trained me. So absolute legends. That's really cool. They backed this blue car in next to me earlier this morning. I couldn't believe it because I genuinely didn't know what was happening. Right? I was just told to park here. I'm standing around doing my thing, whatever. And all of a sudden, a blue car comes parking next to me. And I'm just like, huh?
A little bit different here up on the road.
This is odd. Yeah. Like, what happened? Somebody made a mistake somewhere.
Well, I don't think anyone made mistakes. I think you've just turned it up a notch. Turned it up to, we'll say 10, not 11.
Yeah, we're trying to turn this thing up to 11, right?
Okay.
You see, because this one here goes to 11. So yeah, looking forward to today. The boys are absolutely buzzing. We're just going to try and get some pucks deep and absolutely play hard out there.
Cool. Love it. Well, thank you. Good luck.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Good luck, man. Yep. Alistair
wait,
Scully.
You need one of these.
I'll take one of these.
Yeah, you need
Let's
one
get
of
that
those.
in the
You need one of
camera.
those.
We're live
You gotta-
right now.
You gotta put that. You gotta put that on,
On
there.
the mic? We'll
Yeah,
see.
just- yeah,
We'll
a
see.
little bit of that.
We'll talk
And then
some
when you pull
dollars.
up
We
to
got a
everybody,
contract
go
going.
like, Is that what did Scully do to get his sticker on there? I'm like, I just told BK to do it.
We'll talk. We'll get a contract going maybe.
Right,
Get some
yeah.
Revo stuff on here
Hope he
maybe.
gets a free ride.
Well, exactly. You know about it. Thanks, Alistair. Moving down the line, we got Cameron Steely still up in the mix. He was dealing with some overheating issues yesterday. We only had a couple quick chances to talk to him. Kind of always had to keep the car moving, so didn't get many words with him. Javier Oliveira is back up on the road, but not quite in competition after he had that illegal service and then had to kind of change out some master cylinders on the road, dealing with some brake issues as well. Moving down the line here, I'm looking for Hooper. See if I can find Hooper over here. Not seeing Hooper. Hooper currently leading the open two-wheel drive. We saw him cross the finish line on the Super Special on Thursday night backwards. Went over the jump with about 25, 30 degrees of angle. Car's still looking clean. He's going to be pushing. But everyone's talking about Thomas Hansen here in the Volvo, the 1994 Volvo, putting in some pretty good times, beating Hooper on a few stages yesterday. We talked to them. They said they were just kind of cruising, driving slow. So Hooper's paying attention. We're thinking the stages today might suit their driving style a little bit better, but it did stay dry. So Hooper also probably suits his style as well. Going to be a really good battle here for open two-wheel drive. Moving down the line a little bit more, we got Nathan Coulter there leading the regional. Kevin Allen is back in the mix, but not quite in contention. We got Roberto Iglesias back. Great to see him. He was also in one of those ditches. I'll keep moving down the line. This line for Travis is huge. We got a line for Travis, about 30 cars back here, halfway through the Park Expose. Again, 10 stages today, about 50 stage miles left out of that 123 stage miles total. Bit faster stages today. We're hearing everyone talking about the cuts out there. Irish Ridge, it's almost 3 roads wide, but that extra road on each side is about, 3-4 feet of just weeds. So going to be very interesting. We got Bucky here. Let's get a quick word with Bucky. Bucky, we're live right now. All of our channels. What's going on today?
Well, here's the problem. If you're live watching there, you're not here. So what's up with that?
Yeah, what's the deal?
What's up? Look at that. It's a party here.
You've been live watching us back in the day, but now you're here. How are you feeling being back?
It's weird. Like, I feel like I should be watching you on my phone right now. But yeah, it's great. It's great to be back. Everyone's welcoming me back, and it's like they're great. They're stoked to see me back. So it's been good too. Like, this is a perfect fit for me. I need to do it more. Do you know Lasik, my last name, means small little forest?
Really?
Yeah, in Polish. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a Polish descent last name?
Yeah, Polish and Irish. Yeah. So I'll see you in the bar later.
All right, exactly. We'll see. Bucky, one more question. I know this is a rental here, and you guys have been advertising that rental, but now that you've had 2 days of rally, are you going to rent it the rest of the time?
It's bought up for the rest of the year, guys. Sorry. Next year is open.
That's where I was going with it.
No, hit us up. Yeah. I'll swap out for you, for sure.
How do people hit it up? Just Argonaut?
Argonaut, yeah. Reach out to Argonaut and DM me or Argonaut and get in there. It's open. And if it's not open, then I'm driving it. So, or if it is open, come time to wheel it, I'm in it.
Nice.
In it to win it.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
You're sitting second place right now, limited 4-wheel. Travis had some issues. You keep the pressure on him?
I don't know. It's we've been driving kind of cautious to catch back up to him. He would have to have more than issues. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's there though. But he said this is his favorite stages. So I don't know if anyone's going to catch him.
I doubt it.
He might go first overall.
We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. Thanks. Good luck, Bucky.
See you.
Yep.
Take care, guys.
Great to see Bucky back out here. We got Rich O'Healy over here with the pink wheels. Got Sean Donnelly. Sean, real quick, not in the driver's suit today. We saw some videos yesterday. See you walking around here, going over to Bucky. What happened yesterday?
Yeah, so about 2/3 of the way through stage 3, first stage of the day, we started overheating, and I was more specifically, I had kind of a weird smell in the car. Maybe about a minute or so later, the windshield started fogging up a lot, and we get the engine warm warning on the dash, and then maybe 10 seconds later, engine hot alert, basically pull over, stop the car. I did not stop the car. I just kept going. So maybe another 2 miles flat out, warped the head gasket gone. So yeah, just destroyed the engine.
I know you said you were trying to change the head gasket last night. Maybe the head was warped, but auto parts stores aren't keeping a head in stock here for Renault Clio.
Yeah, surprisingly not. And you can't overnight stuff in France. So the team worked really hard last night till the wee hours and tried to resurface it, get a new gasket, fingers crossed, phones were out, probably like 2 or 3 in the morning, and just wouldn't start up. So that's it. It's just kind of the way it goes sometimes.
We'll see you back at Ojibwe.
Maybe.
Okay.
At least over mountain.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Sean. Good luck. Bummer to see Sean Donnelly, the Renault Clio, the Rally 3, overheated yesterday. He sent us the video. He posted that online. Basically, it was overheating. The windshield was fogging up. Obviously, some of that coolant was bleeding through the head gasket, and just eventually the motor let loose. Not able to find a head gasket for Renault Clio Rally 3 here in the U.S. very easily. Coming over here to Richo, though. Richo's back in the mix. Had a couple little excursions yesterday, a couple little things going on there. I'm not going to talk about that, though, Richo. I want to talk about today. What's your plan today?
We're going to attack. They're definitely, I think, I don't know if I said this, but the goal for this rally was to get on the back of the lead pack in open two-wheel drive. Like, I don't think it was realistic to come out swinging and just like give Hooper what for in his home roads. But yeah, the goal is to get on the back of that pack. We're like a minute behind Seamus. Okay. And so if we can reel him in, I'll be stoked.
I talked to you on Thursday night, and you said you maybe had a stage or two picked out. Has that stage already happened, or is that today?
No, it's today, and I'm all fired up for it. I watched it this morning while I was drinking my coffee, and I'm like beaming, and Michelle came out and already knew what I was up to. So yeah, I'm really, really excited.
We are live now, so if you say the stage, it may, Hooper may see the stream while he's in the car. So do you want to mention it?
Risk it? No, I'm keeping this to myself. But if you stop me and I'm just like you can see me smiling from 200 meters away, that was probably it.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you. Good luck, Richo.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a really good one.
So Richo was telling us Thursday night he's picked out a singular stage to kind of overdo the notes on, really focus on the notes because he wants to beat Hooper, he wants to attack. You can put in as much work across all the stages, or you can pick one stage and really focus in on that to kind of stand out and push, and that's what Michelle and Richo are doing here. My coworker Michelle here this morning got some snacks ready, got a banana. Get some quick words from Michelle here. Michelle, what are you looking forward to today?
Oh man, I love the stages today. They're so much fun. Raccoon Church, great time. There's going to be some interesting jumps out there, I think. Okay. And we'll see what the weather does. If it starts to come down a little bit, it's going to get really slippery. So
it's oddly hot right now, isn't it?
It is a little sticky right now, yeah, but we're making it work. But yeah, today's just great. We loved these stages last year, and we're really looking forward to tackling them again.
Would you guys prefer a little rain to appear here today?
If there's no dust, that would be great. But if we can resist a torrential downpour, that would also be nice. We did the recce in the dry, right? So we have a little experience here. We kind of know what the roads look like when they get wet, but we don't have wet notes.
Okay, well. We'll pray for a little bit of rain, not much then.
Yeah, exactly. Give us a little tack and nothing more. Yep.
Thanks, Michelle. Good luck.
You're welcome. All right, Brenton, I'm taking the mic. This is live, right? This is so great.
I'm ready.
Brenton, what's been the highlight of your weekend so far?
Probably Hooper crossing the finish line backwards. We heard him squealing coming around the corner. I didn't expect that to happen. We were calling out. Ryan gave me a look. We heard the squeal, and I'm like, that sounds like something interesting. And then Hooper just appears into our frame, coming around that corner fully sideways, snap back, hit the jump with 25, 30 degrees of angle the opposite direction. Made it out safely, but then jump starting the car in reverse and crossing reverse was definitely the highlight of the weekend.
Yeah, that was pretty legendary. I joked with him that he was trying to do the 360 like Travis did in the Huckster.
That's what I was saying. I said on the live stream, I'm not sure if he was planning on doing a 360, but he almost accomplished it. I really doubt he was trying that. If he was, that was extremely brave.
Yeah, I don't think that was the plan.
Definitely not.
Awesome. Well, have a great weekend. Keep
Cool.
up the great work.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. Great to see Michelle. She always likes grabbing the mic and interviewing me. You never know what's going to happen live here. I love that. Thank you, Michelle. I don't get interviewed a lot. I do a lot of the interviewing. We got Madeline Tabor here. Let's grab a quick word with Madeline. Got some hero cards there. Madeline, day 3, what are you looking forward to?
Finishing, for sure. Okay. These roads look a lot better, and yesterday was to get through it to get to today, so I'm really looking forward to hitting these stages. We were doing video review last night, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready. This is going to be so fun.
Today's stage is a little more fun than yesterday's, a little faster, flowier.
Yep, exactly.
There's a couple jumps out there. We obviously saw you hit the jump on Thursday. What's your plan today for the jumps on Church of Raccoons and Irish Ridge?
Take them. Whatever happens, happens. I think we marked all the jumps, and if they were safe, to jump them. If not, don't risk the jump. Don't risk it. Yeah, just looking to finish. We're in a good position. Just keep it on the road, basically, and hopefully get something out of it.
Awesome. And how's Krista doing on the notes? Is this your first time with Krista?
Yeah, it is. She's been awesome. We're constantly kind of involving notes. She's taught me so much, and she's like, oh, you should do this because of XYZ. And I'm like, oh, I never thought of it like that. So it's a lot of mindset changes, honestly, of things that I was like, I'm not so sure. And I'm like, whoa, I see the benefit of doing this now. And yeah, she's just constantly being like, let's try this, let's try that. And it's been awesome. She's been great on the notes, and it's been really a pleasure to have her.
Awesome. Well, that's great to hear. Thank you, Madeline. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's great to see Krista Skoukis co-driving for IFA Raftery the past couple of events, but great to see some Dirtfish women in motorsport athletes out here competing on these stages in Ohio. I'm sweating already. It's got to be like 80, 85 degrees. The sun's not quite out. The clouds are over there. We may see some rain. We may see some sun. Could be dusty. Could be wet and sloppy. We'll see. I'm going to keep moving down the line here. We got Santiago Iglesias here leading limited two-wheel drive and national. He's currently in the middle of another interview. We'll let that happen. Yesterday, at the end of the day, we saw Brian Katz in second place going into the final stage of the night for the regional overall. And then it looked like he got taken, so he's now sitting third in regional overall, first in class for regional open two-wheel drive. So we'll grab an interview. Santiago's here is pretty occupied. We'll keep moving down the line. You know what? Let's talk to Michael Cessna. If we can see him back here. Yesterday, he ran out of fuel at the last stage. And we had Jamie Lambert and Mark McGee. What happened yesterday? The fuel.
So we ended up finding a hole, probably I could put 3 fingers in. And what had happened, I hit a big bump and shoved the exhaust up into the fuel tank and actually melted it. How we did not catch on fire, literally fuel jumping onto the exhaust, I do not know. God's angels of protection was on us. That's the only thing I can explain.
You know, last half of that last stage there is pretty much all downhill. Do you feel like that worked in your favor?
Oh yeah, we put it in neutral a couple times, just coasted, just because we knew like it was puttering like neutral, and we coasted most of the hills, tried to floor it up the hills, and it was literally putting down to the finish and shut off at the finish line. So very lucky.
It was great to see you guys come. It sounded like it was running weird as you were pulling over the finish line there, but how cool is it to have Jamie's daughter towing you guys out?
Oh, it's so cool, so cool. It's just an awesome experience seeing Jamie and his daughter just connecting there and just really making a bond there. So it's been really exciting, fun time.
Plan of attack for today now?
We're so far behind at this point, but we're just going to keep pushing on and hope for attrition, guys off or break down. So that's about our only hope. We're good 15 minutes behind because of all the issues that we've had this year. So unfortunately, not happening this year. So we got 2026. Let's go. Sofer.
Well, thanks. Good luck, guys. We'll see you later.
All right. Thank you.
Another guy who's back today. Seeing some other side of the car now. The roof's looking like it's been pushed out a little bit. We talked to you yesterday on 5. You're back in the mix. Tell us what's up.
The guys hammered away last night, so they worked their magic. It was awesome. So we passed tech and ready to ride.
You know, the car was driving on a stage fine.
Yeah. Perfectly fine. Drives new tires on the front now. Okay. One of the wheels was losing air overnight, so we monitored that. It was like, let's throw a new one on. So, yeah.
Simple. I mean, the roof still got some little dents there. Those are speed holes now, right? Speed dents?
Exactly.
Awesome.
And then the side's a little mushy, but door opens, windows closed, so we're ready to roll.
You know, tell us, we're live right now. We got viewers all around the world. Tell us what's going on under the hood of this Mustang.
Basically, it is a traditional 4.6. Bolt-on parts, we got some nice cams, new throttle bodies, but other than that, it's straight Ford performance parts. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keeping it simple.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Got to keep it simple these days.
Cool. Well, thank you. Good luck.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Good to see you back. All right. I wanted to grab a word with Santiago Iglesias here. I'm seeing him over here. I'm going to see if I can grab a quick word. Santiago, do you got a quick second? We are live here.
How's it going?
Leading two-wheel right now, limited two-wheel. How you feeling about it?
Pretty good. I love the roads today.
Okay. You know, I know you got a hold of some of your onboards last night from your co-drivers. Looks like you guys were driving pretty smooth yesterday. Is Chris back?
Yeah, he's right there. He just had a little off. They pulled him out, and he said he's ready to go. It was just a little bit of cosmetic damage. So, yeah, I don't know. I heard he may or may not be cruising to the power stage, but I'm going to be pushing all day just because these roads reward pushing so much. They're just so much fun. I love it.
You know, you said you were hoping to see him back. Great to see him back. If he's cruising, you may beat him on those stages naturally. Do you think maybe he's just doing that to, you know, if you're beating him, to make him not feel as bad?
Well, you know, no, you know, because he's going for the championship. Yeah. So I think at least maybe second loop, he might try to save his tires for the power stage. But okay. You know how drivers, you know, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to take it easy, and then you actually get to the start line and you just go.
Yeah. You know. Well, speaking of that, what's your plan of attack then for today?
Yeah, full attack.
All right.
I mean, I try to always drive, smooth and fast, very efficiently, because that's the fastest. Yeah. And they're so tight yesterday, you got to be really careful with how much you drift the corners. Whereas these are a little more open, and you can set the car up and just carry a lot of speed. So I'm looking forward to that.
Cool. Well, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Santiago leading limited two-wheel right now. I'm hearing cars start up front, which means we got to head out to the first stage. We're trying to make it to the first stage, so I'm going to have to let you guys go here. Again, we're downtown MacArthur, Southern Ohio Forest Rally, day 3. 10 stages left, 50 stage miles. Again, stay tuned. All of our social channels. We'll be bringing you the updates, and dirtfish.com. Thank you for tuning in. Much faster, flowier roads today. We're really looking forward to it. This weather could be a major factor. Again, thank you for tuning in. Patrick Grushka here pulling in at the end of the second loop. I haven't seen times, but I heard at the very last split of the previous stage, you're about even with Booth. So pace seems pretty good.
Beat him on the last one by a second, which
you did?
Yeah, which is nice. But then Travis came out 3 seconds ahead. So
Travis was dealing with some turbo issues earlier. I'm running uphill here to bring you guys the news.
Hopefully we get power on the next one. If we get boost back or anti-lag, it'd be great, but I don't think so. Hopefully we can figure out this heating issue or this whatever glitch we have, and I'd really like to see what this thing can do.
Hooper's currently sitting second place for Open Two Wheel. He's had quite an eventful weekend.
Struggled a little bit. My selector's not working on this thing, which you wouldn't think would be a big deal, but I'm lost at sea out there on some of these. I'm just glad that freaking Toyota built a good engine, because we're like breaking in second at 70 miles an hour, like on it into the quarter. And it's like, oh, maybe we're down 2 gears.
We didn't get a chance to catch up with you yesterday. What happened?
Check that door out.
Okay. There's no handle. There's some marks there. Some of the signatures will have to be redone. What happened?
Yeah, so I came around a corner, 3 mistakes. I turned in early, overcorrected. I didn't center my wheel right. Then I got on the gas just a hair too soon, and I went about 30 feet down the hill. Got the car out though, so I didn't ever quit, but I was not able to get myself out of the woods this time.
We just got word that Thomas Hansen drove it into service after stage 13, so that takes him out, puts Hooper back in the lead for Open Two-Wheel Drive. That was going to be a great battle to follow. Unfortunately, it has come to an end. We'll stay tuned and see if Hooper can pull out the finish here and take home the win. Maybe overheating on the last one, or what was up?
Yeah, I just picked up a lot of leads, so we had to clear it.
Okay. Everything good otherwise?
Yeah, all good. Having fun.
Plan for the power stage?
Win it.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Good luck. Ooh, look at that. Got some tire damage there. Looks like a little bit of a D-bead. Maybe he caught a rock, but there's just a massive chunk of the tire out there. Interesting. Standing right now at the end of stage 19, Ryan Booth is pulling in here, currently leading the rally. Tires are looking pretty chewed up. Ryan, 1 stage is left to go. How was that loop?
Yeah, pretty good. Just tipping away. Pat's picking up the pace, but we still have a pretty good cushion, so we're just cruising along.
Are you going to go for the power stage as well, or just bring it home on that one?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Championship could get interesting since our DNF at Oregon, so I don't know. We'll see.
Fresh tires for the power stage?
Don't know yet.
Okay, cool. Anything else you want to say?
Nope, just can't thank the boys enough and everybody at the event, so.
Cool, awesome. Thank you, good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
See you at the finish. How you feeling?
good. We had a little bit of a mix-up on our time card, where we couldn't really read the number that was put on it, so I think we might have gotten a 10-second penalty, but we'll see. We'll try to protest that because it's a little bit ineligible. But nevertheless, we're having some fun, and I don't know, I think the results are pretty solidified unless someone makes a stupid mistake.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, even with a 10-second penalty, wouldn't make much of a difference here?
No, which is why I'm not worried about it very much. So, nevertheless, I'm having a great time with John. It's always a pleasure for him sitting with me, and whenever he can, we always work on our notes quite greatly. And it was a blast to drive through the notes at this event. I mean, it was so much fun. Everything flows so nicely, and it's so important to have good notes at this event especially. So we're having a lot of fun.
I mean, pace is great. I mean, how do you compare this to years prior?
I don't actually know. I'd have to go in to like 24 or 23 to see my stage times back then, but I think overall the pace is better, which is good. It's a fun rally. It's a blast.
Cool. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Travis, 1 stage left. How is it?
That's good. Really looking forward to the power stages. It's a super fun stage. It was definitely scary in the open class car for me, but hopefully today we'll be able to try to hit our marks and get some air on there.
You know, what's this stage all about? Everyone keeps saying it's like 4 stages in one. Church of Raccoons?
Yeah, Church of Raccoons, the power stage. It's the best power stage possible, but the power stage that used to be is my favorite stage on the entire run 2 stages ago, that the fast one that you guys were at the end of. It's a really just awesome, fun flowing stage. Church of Raccoons, it has a lot of gotchas, a lot of just changes. I mean, you got downhill 1s and you got wide open 6s over jumps over crests. So it's a challenging stage. We're looking forward to it.
Think you'll get the turbo stuff sorted out before this last one?
No, but it doesn't seem to be any issues with the actual motor or the actual turbo. It's just, for whatever reason, it's showing overheating and not working. So it is what it is. Ree's done a great job, and we're trying to do what we can.
Cool. Have fun. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Yo. Any luck? Javier, another loop done. How you feeling about it?
Good. We had a lot of fun on that loop. So second pass improved a good amount on our first pass. So real happy. Yeah.
Do you have any more of those blind moments over crest or anything?
No, we got those noted properly, and no moments this loop. So yeah, keeping it easy. Yeah.
Cool. What's your plan for the power stage?
Just go have fun. It's a great stage.
Cool. Thanks. Good luck.
Thanks.
Hello, everyone. We are live right now at the end of stage 19. 1 stage left to go in the rally here. Alistair Scully's just pulled into the finish. We're live right now. Alistair, how was that stage?
Oh, we had a big moment.
What was the big moment?
I don't know. It was like a right 3, and all of a sudden we were like, ah. And I'm like, oh, over here, crossed up, brought it back around, saved it. Saved it.
All good?
All good. But man, I don't think there's anything. There's nothing brown down there.
Good.
Which is good. Cool. But yeah, almost. So we're gonna dial it back, and I know that's not the fun answer, but this is the answer that's gonna get us across that finish line. We got a few more stages. Gotta come screaming out the end.
One more stage, bring it home.
Let's do it.
All right, good luck, man. Thank you. Again, we are live on stage 19. Michael Hooper's just pulling in here. Hooper, it's got a little bit more interesting for you in the open 2 wheel. How was that loop, though?
It did. It was good. There's quite a bit of rain, but it worked out okay. She's waving at something. Yeah, it worked out. It really wasn't too bad. We had a big moment on Raccoon with a right 5 minus commit over crest that should have been a right 5 plus don't jump.
Okay.
Landed off the road, but worked out. So all good. Just trying to bring it home now.
But you passed the finish line and forward that one?
We were forward. A big achievement, as Richo says.
Love it. You know, bummer for the Volvo, but you got 1 stage left. What's your plan there?
Yeah. We'll see how tires look, but hopefully go for the power stage. I'm not ruling out Seamus. And yeah, to the Volvo, he was definitely coming. He had the pace today. He would have got it. So that sucks.
Yeah, bummer. Well, good luck. We'll see you later.
Yeah, thank you.
Hooper leading open 2-wheel drive right now. He was trading some times with the Volvo. Looks like maybe his bumper was cracked from that little moment he was talking about here. We got Dave Wallingford pulling in here. RC2. We'll have him pull up a little bit there. Dave, another loop done. How you feeling about that one?
That was great, man. These last 2 stages, they're just getting into a really nice flow with the crests and everything. And despite Irish Ridge being like over 8 miles long, it's like 120 degrees in here and 100% humidity. I just don't want it to stop, and I just get like frustrated when the end comes, and I just want to keep going.
Well, hopefully we'll see you back here more next year. Have fun on the power stage.
Great, thanks.
Yep. Roberto Iglesias pulling in here, another RC2 car. Roberto rocking some duct tape from the damage yesterday when he went off on stage 5. Roberto, another loop done. How was that loop?
It was much better than the first one. I think we did a much better job on committing, more time together. We're, getting into the right groove or knowing each other. And so, yeah, really happy. Irish Ridge, where I had dropped a ton of time, now we did it like 24 seconds faster as I was committing. So all good. Just a big moment there. See, I told you about Pastrana's corner, and now I had a big moment there. It's got soupy, so all good. Yeah.
Cool. Plan for the power stage? Have fun?
Survive. Yeah, have fun and survive.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep. Got a couple cars pulling in here. Seamus Burke's pulling in. Hooper's not ruling out Seamus Burke for the power stage win. Staying up. Seamus Burke's pulling in here. Gary, we're live right now. That loop, another 5 stages there. How was it?
Very good. The rain made it very tricky on the first 2 out, but that one's really good there, really good stage. Perfectly dry through there, so perfect.
Yeah.
Back to service and one more to go.
Hooper's asking, what's the plan for the power stage?
Or just let Hooper do his own thing. We're happy to be second to Hooper. He's the man.
Cool. Sounds good. Oh, all good. See you guys. Little stall out there. Hopefully they can get this thing going again. There they go. Little clutch drop and they're back in the mix. Stage 19 is done. Trevor Lydon coming through here on our live stream. Again, if you're just joining us, we are live at Southern Ohio Forest Rally Day 3. This stage, stage 19, is the end for the regional rally. The national guys will go over to Church of Raccoons after service. We got Bucky Lassick pulling in here. Limited national 4-wheel drive. Looks like he might be pulling over, taking his helmet off, cooling off a little bit. Hopefully he's not pulling over for an extended period of time. We'll see what he's got going on here. Everything good or just taking helmets off? Good? Okay, cool. Everything's good. Ari's letting me know it's good. Get a quick word with Bucky here as he's hopping out of the car. Bucky told us yesterday he lost about 10 pounds of weight from sweating it off. Bucky, we're live right now. How you feeling?
You got any Italian ice or anything?
What do you need? What do you need?
Packing ice?
Ice? I wish.
Ice,
I wish.
Something? I know you're packing something. What about you? You got something for me?
We got a bottle of water maybe in the car if you need something like that.
I'm so sick of water.
Yeah.
I'm ready for some of that fizzy stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, 1 stage left. What's your plan for the super power stage?
I don't know. We just finally got the car set up. Changed some diff settings, and now the car is freaking so dreamy to drive.
Okay. You were
So-
talking about that earlier, saying it was a little bit rear end happy earlier.
She's good now.
Okay.
Yeah, we fixed it.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, it's good when you have a car like this that's going out to, it's on a program for rental, because you might have different style drivers, and now I can give that feedback to the engineer and be like, hey, it was super oversteery, and we did this, changed the diff a little bit, and now it's like super, like even and very
Consistent.
consistent. Yeah.
Awesome.
A lot easier to drive than what it was.
Cool. Well, good luck on the power stage. Keep it consistent. We'll see you at the finish.
Yes, you better pack those icy pops for me.
We'll bring something. Thanks, Bucky. All right. Bucky and Ari there. 1 stage left, but right now, Nathan Coulter here at the end of the regional rally. I haven't seen times yet. I could check in my pocket, but I do believe Nathan Coulter is our regional rally winner here. He's getting his suit off. It's extremely hot. Let's grab him while he's off on foot here. He's on foot. I try to not stop too many people on the hills with the hot brakes because the brakes can warp. But if they stop here, sometimes I'll put a log down, put a rock down so they can just lean up against that. But Nathan's already stopped. So let's go up and get some words here from Nathan. Nathan, I haven't seen anything official, but if I had to guess, I think you guys have brought it home. How do you feel?
Relieved.
Yeah.
We did quite a spicy launch on 17, lost first gear.
Oh no.
And so we've been limping all the slow stuff since, but we're here, we finished, so just glad to finish.
Yeah.
Kevin did a great job on the notes. Feels good.
Were you monitoring times the last couple stages? Have you lost much time after losing first gear?
We were really just in survival mode, just trying to get here.
Okay. Feeling pretty confident about it?
At least for class.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it shakes out.
How was it for the overall? It was like 30 or 40 seconds, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to call it and say you got it, but
we'll see.
Provisional. Provisional. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome. Great to see. I'm going to take a peek in my pocket here. I got stage times in my pocket here. We got Teradek system set up so we can get some Wi-Fi going. I'm going to go to show options here on this highly known website. Sneak Attack Rally. I'm seeing Nathan Coulter. We got Tom Mayer is on stage right now. He's about a minute behind at the moment. When he crosses that line, we will see if Coulter has pulled it off. Looks like last 2 stages, Coulter was losing about 7 to 8 seconds. 5 seconds on the previous stage. We got Rich O'Healy pulling in here. Open 2-wheel drive Rich O'Healy currently sitting 3rd place just behind Seamus Burke. We've been asking Richo all day. He's been telling us he's got 1 stage picked out. We'll go to the bottom of the hill here. let Richo get set up on the flat area. So Richo was telling us he had one stage picked out that he really studied and wanted to work on quite a bit. Richo and my coworker, Michelle Miller here. We're gonna find out if that stage has happened yet, if they attacked on the stage. Richo, what stage was it?
Are you looking at times?
Not yet.
Okay, I was going to ask you which stage you thought it was.
Okay.
It was Irish Ridge. I did a bit of a whoopsie.
Okay.
And so we didn't sort of deliver on the goal. But I think the underlying goal of picking a stage and pushing really hard on it, I mean, there was a causal link there.
Okay.
So yeah, one goal, big check. Other goal is sort of a like next time.
Okay. Were you looking at the splits at all for that stage?
Well, I mean, we don't have service, so I will, believe me, because I'm curious to know how we stacked up against Super in the 2 splits. We didn't do a bad thing.
Okay.
But no, I mean, it felt awesome. I'm really glad we did it.
Cool. You got one stage left. What's your plan for the power stage?
I mean, at this point, I think Hooper is. I don't think beating Hooper is realistic. So we're still going to get out and like attack, but we're not making like a serious like power stage points effort.
Cool. Well, thank you. Good luck. We'll see you at the finish.
Enjoy your sweatiness. Have you got a towel?
It's hot. I need one. It's got 150% humidity out here. Richo had a little bit of a whoopsie there, it sounds like, on Irish Ridge. It's hard to keep mud flaps on those Lexuses. The rear-wheel drive are just chewing up those mud flaps. All the gravel. We got Chris Sear out here. Limited 2-wheel drive. He had a little bit of a moment yesterday. It took him out of contention. You can see the dent in the door there. Chris, one stage left. Are you going to go for the power stage or what?
Oh yeah, so we've been just reconnecting and finding our groove again. We had a really good Irish Ridge stage. I've had a little electrical gremlin all year. Haven't seen it until the start of this stage. So that's a little bit of something in the back of my head before the power stage. So the car will get cool. That's always been the problem. It's just hot. So once it gets cooled off, we should be able to send it on the power stage and hopefully secure some more championship points.
Cool. Well, thank you. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, see ya. We got Mayor pulling in here. I'm going to try to see if I can pull up Mayor's stage time. Mayor's stage time was SS19, 1 second behind Coulter. I think Coulter got it. Looks like he secured second place if I had to guess.
All right.
How you feeling about it?
Pretty good. There's a sweaty one in there today. I think our pace was decent, but we gave up too much yesterday to do much about anything.
Okay. Were you watching times at all throughout the day?
We looked a little bit at service, and then I don't think we've watched since. So.
Okay. Looks like you were trading some times with Coulter the last couple stage.
That's good. That's good. Good to know. Gotta find them later in the year, so we'll see what we can do about that.
Where are we gonna see you guys back?
STPR and probably Boone, and we'll see. STPR should be good.
All right. Well, congrats on the podium. We'll see you guys later.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Great to see. Like I said, this is the finish for the regional rally. So Mayor there has secured second place provisionally. These are just my provisional predictions here as I'm looking at times out in the woods when it's 100 and some degrees out here. Fahrenheit, that is. Way out. Williamson pulling in. I believe he had a blown motor yesterday. Got this thing sorted. Motor held up to the finish here. How you feeling about it?
Surprised, tired.
Yeah?
Dude, we're ecstatic. As ecstatic as you can be on like 2 hours of sleep.
Awesome.
No, it was awesome though.
Yeah, I mean, tell us about that process. You blew the motor yesterday. Did you have a spare ready?
No, we had to find one.
How'd that go?
One of our friends happened to have something that he didn't know would work, and then he was like, "Hey, what about this random thing in my yard?" And we were like, "That'll do."
Awesome.
So, pulled it onto the trailer with a new motor at 4:30 this morning, and here we are.
Love it, love it. Congrats on the finish. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
We got Brian Katz pulling in here. Yesterday, I think Brian Katz was sitting third place at the end of the day. I'm looking. Oh, he's moving down the line. I'm checking here. Looks like maybe he had a couple times, so Brian Katz is out of the mix. Not sure what happened yesterday. Almost at the finish stage there yesterday, he was sitting second place going into the regional. At the finish stage, he moved into third place. It looks like he had a couple of lost stage times today, so we're going to find out what happened from Brian. Brian, we'll give you a second to get the helmet off. Take a look around the car here a little bit. A little bit of foliage, a little bit of bumper missing. These Lexuses are pretty low. A lot of these things you see a lot of quick zip tie repairs there. Brian, what happened today?
The driver's an idiot.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just had too much confidence in my notes from running everything a second time yesterday and kind of familiar with the surface, and it was different today. And the notes were fresh and all that stuff. And it was a left 2 or something dumb. I slid off and we were stuck in the mud and we're out of it. So,
bummer.
Yeah.
Well, you're still here at the finish though, right?
Yeah. Other than that, it was hard-earned finish. It was hot all day, and I think we had good pace. Good things to build on, build the notebook, all that good stuff.
Yeah. When are we gonna see you guys back?
Boone and then over mountain.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on the finish-ish, and we'll see you guys there. See ya. Madeline Tabor's just pulling in here. Madeline has one stage left for limited four-wheel. I'm going to take another peek at the times here. Seeing Madeline's stage time has not come through on the app yet. So we'll walk up, talk to Madeline Tabor, Krista Skoukas here. One stage left for them, the power stage. Church of Raccoons. It's a tricky stage. Everyone's been talking about it. A few jumps. They keep saying it's 4 stages in one. There's a tarmac section. There's a bit of a wide section. There's a tight section, deep ditches, big culverts on the side that are made out of kind of concrete that could really take out a whole corner. So it's a tricky one. But we'll find out here. Madeline, one stage left to go. How you feeling?
Tired, but I'm eager to get it done. Those 5 stages in these conditions is rough. But first couple stages, we actually had some rain come on us. It started raining really hard on church, and we're like the type of rain that it's like you can't really see like a visibility. And we're like, okay, well, that's cool. Just try to keep it as smooth as possible and not just get through it, but, you know, just kind of maintain position for sure. But yeah, just getting through it.
Well, we'll see you at the finish.
Yeah, see you.
Yeah, see you, Madeline. Madeline and Krista, one stage to go. Madeline was saying it's tough in this heat out here. It's ridiculously hot. But we are out here bringing you the news live on all of our channels. I'm going to see if I can load some times as well here again. Looking at some times, checking out the regionals. We got the Przybylkowskis coming in. We got Nick Bowser there coming in as well. Can't quite get the times to load on my phone. Let's see. I'm going to show some options here, see if I can see the regional. Bear with me, guys. Hopefully you can drop a comment in the chat. Let us know what you guys want to see more of. We're trying to bring more of these live streams everywhere, but it is difficult conditions. As you know, if you follow the ARA Championship, we're out in the middle of nowhere, barely any cell phone service, but we got this Teradek Prism mobile 5G backpack that's able to help us get some service out here, bring you the live stream. So, looking at the Przybylkowskis, James looks like 4th for his class. We did see Nathan Coulter, Tom Mayer, and Nick Bowser. Looks like he's secured 3rd place for the regional overall so far. So we'll grab a quick word here with the Przybylkowskis. Coming in here at the finish, how you feeling?
Feeling great. Super happy to be here.
It's a tough one. Hot out there, isn't it?
It is so hot. I don't think me and Betsy, we've sweat more than we've ever sweat before.
Anything stand out in that loop, good or bad?
Raccoon Church of the Raccoons, pouring down rain, made it even more fun.
Awesome. Well, congrats on the finish, guys. I got to make sure I don't hold up the line here. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll let everyone cruise by. We will try to grab Nick, though, securing 3rd place in the regional provisionally. Again, this is live at the stage end. We can't get any faster updates than this. Look at that shirt real quick. The old FY Racing shirt. Haven't seen that in a while. So, looks like you've secured 3rd regional overall.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. We were decided to push a little bit more today, or actually push it all today. Okay. So we had a good time.
Awesome. Anything stand out on that loop, good or bad?
Everything's good.
Everything's good?
Yeah. Other than I tried to show off in front of a photographer and almost had a bad day, but we're good.
You're here. Well, congrats on the finish and the podium. We'll see you guys later.
Awesome. See ya.
Thank you. Moving down the line here. Great to see the old FY shirt. It's been a while since we've seen that shirt. Henry,
hi.
Pulling in here. You got one stage left. How you feeling about it? What's the plan for the power stage?
So sweaty, you don't even know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you are too, but holy crap, we're in a pool right now. Plan is to finish. Car's holding up best as it can. We're holding up best as we can. Yeah, no, Dylan's been great whole weekend. It's me who's been making the messy bits, but
don't listen to him. He's great. They're honking at us. We gotta let you go. Thank you guys. Congrats. Mike Turpak here in the Causey. All good?
All good.
How you doing?
A good rally. Kept the car clean, not a scratch on it, so that's awesome.
I think you're still the cleanest car in the rally here, even at the finish.
I don't know about that. I have many hours of detailing left. How's that?
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a tight battle in limited 4-wheel drive. I don't know how we did, but I drove better. I felt better, so I'm happy.
Cool. When are we gonna see this thing back out?
I think over mountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, cool.
Well, congrats on the finish. We'll see you guys there.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Mike Turpak and the Causey here. The limited. Beautiful car. I keep saying it's one of my favorite cars out here. Now, this is another interesting one, folks. Last night, we saw them running out of fuel at the finish line of day 2. We talked to them here earlier. They also had a new hole in the fuel tank. I'm guessing because he turned it off. Is there still a fuel leak of some sort?
No, we got that solved. After a little overheating issue, but I think we believe got a regional stage win today.
Okay.
So pretty excited about that.
All right.
And I think we actually finished podium too with all of our issues that we've had. I think we might
I don't know this
be
for a fact, but
3rd or 2nd.
Okay. Provisionally?
Provisionally, yeah. Yes.
And what about the ignition? Is that all sorted out?
Yep, just the push button is all we got. So
okay.
Yep, we're good to go.
Awesome. Well, great to see you guys always working for it and making it happen. Congrats on the finish.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. See ya. Watch your arm. Cessna and Lambert there. Getting it started back up. Oh, he tried a little clutch drop there to get it started. It is hot out here, folks. It is hot. It's got to be 90, 95 degrees. Incredibly humid. We talked to Burke earlier. He's been rallying this thing since 2008, I believe you said?
Yeah, 2008, yep.
So, I mean, you're here at another finish. How you feeling?
Oh, it feels really good right now. It will feel really good to get out of the car, though, too.
Yeah. Anything stand out in those last 5 stages, good or bad?
Yeah, they were the second pass, so they were a little bit quicker. It seemed like there was grip there, so the surface wasn't degraded,
Yeah.
But, yeah, they were good.
Cool. Well, congrats on the finish. We'll see you guys later.
Okay, thank you.
See ya. Got to make sure I don't hold up the line here. So if I'm cutting anyone short, it's just because I got another car coming back. A little bit of damage on that front right corner. Go take a peek over there. Here at the finish, something's dragging over there. It might just be some plastic or something. Everything good?
Everything's good as far as I know.
Okay. A little bit of a challenging day here with the heat and everything.
Definitely.
Conditions marbly. Tell us about your day.
It's just been trying to stay consistent and keep carrying more speed, and just the goal was to finish, so here we are. So
Made it to the finish. How'd Ethan do over there?
great weekend as usual. So it's been a blast running this weekend with him.
Awesome. When are we gonna see you guys back?
We'll be back at STPR, Tennessee, and then who knows about LSPR.
Okay. Hopefully we'll see all 4 of them there.
Sounds good. Thank you.
3 or 4, whatever it was. Thank you. See you guys. Again, for those of you just joining us, we're here at Southern Ohio Forest Rally at stage 19. This is the end of the rally for the regional rally. There is stage 20 for the Nationals, Church of Raccoons. That is the power stage. Looks like we got a little interesting bumper situation going. I believe this to be Ian McCarthy here. Ian, what's going on with the bumper up here?
Got a little spicy in the end.
Okay.
But I took out a sign, and luckily not the cameraman right next to the sign. But
okay.
Yeah, it was good. I don't know. We're doing all right.
Everything else good otherwise?
Yeah. Glad to be finished, and cars is still moderately in one piece. So happy with that.
Awesome. Well, congrats on the finish. When are we gonna see you guys back?
Probably the Boone or maybe STVR. Not sure yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good one.
Guys. All right. Cool. We got some volunteers running down here. Interested to see McCarthy's bumper messed up a little bit. Pretty mild rally today. We saw a few cars go off, a few cars mainly overheating, some motor issues, a lot of overheating going on. I mean, it's obviously 90 degrees. You can see we're sweating out here, bringing you the news, trying our best, guys. Again, drop a comment in the chat. Let us know what you want to see for more of this live coverage out here. We're trying to do more of these stage ends. And just in time for all that heat talk, we got the Honda Passport, Chris Sladek rolling in with the AC. You know, I'm always going to do a long interview with Chris to try to get some of that AC. We'll see here. Usually Chris enters national. I'm just seeing L4 with the tape over it, so I'm guessing regional. Are you in regional this event?
No, we're in national for this event.
I see the tape over it there. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we got a regional banner up there, but don't have the national in on there.
Okay, so one stage left. Tell us about those previous 5 stages, though.
They felt good. The car's feeling good. You know, really getting the hang of it. Charlie's on point with the notes, so it's going well.
Plan of attack for the power stage?
It's real muddy and soupy, so we're hoping to maybe eat up some time on that one. But the stage is fast, and there's a lot of tricky bits to it. So we're gonna keep it clean and bring it home.
You know, we're live right now, so I just want to have you explain to everyone why you guys keep AC in these things.
It's all about driver comfort. Driver comfort is a big part of the mental game for the driving. So if we can keep our drivers, feeling comfortable and mentally all there, not focusing so much on the heat, but focusing on the driving and the notes, then there's no reason to take it out.
And you say our drivers. Give us a quick rundown on what that means.
So any of our Hart Rally team members can be drivers. We are all Honda employees. We volunteer our time outside of work and build the cars, and Honda helps us out a little bit here and there, and we put them together so we can go race them, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Love it. Well, thank you guys. We'll see you at the finish.
Yeah, see you then.
Yeah, cool. Again, Honda's helping me out here with some AC. That was great. I always interview Chris just a little bit longer so I can get some of the AC. Maybe not at Snowdrift, but it's great. We got a lot of spectators trying to stop here at the finish to see if you're coming to a rally like this and spectating. Again, pick up a spectator guide, find out where the proper locations are that you need to go to spectate, because everybody wants to come to these finishes, come here and see some action. Really not a whole lot going on here other than me talking to people, maybe some bumpers dragging once in a while, maybe someone changing a wheel. Your best bet is to go to a proper spectator point with marshals and everything there for safety. Another car coming in here at the finish of stage 19. Another national setup. Who do we got here? Niall Donnelly. Pulling in here, one stage left. How was that last loop?
That last loop was good, very good. Yeah, for an old man.
Yeah. You've been rallying a while. You were gone for a while and came back last couple events, weren't you?
Yeah, I was gone 22 years nearly. Then came back to 100 Acre.
Okay.
And then we're back again, so we'll see.
What made you come back?
It's a drug, isn't it? It's a little bit of a drug. Yeah. Once it gets grip, it's hard to get away.
Definitely.
Even when you start to creak a little bit.
Plan for the power stage?
We're regional.
Oh, you're regional? Okay,
so
you
we're
got the
done.
national sticker on there.
You scared me there. I thought you said there's one more.
Okay, I scared you. No worries. Congrats on the finish. Yep. Thank you. He's got the national sticker, confusing me, but they are regional, so he's there for the finish. We got Gabe pulling in here, and the Acura with more AC. Think you're regional, right, this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. Here at the finish, how you feeling?
Amazing. I think we improved all stages. The second loop stages were again pretty good grip. There's a couple of spots with the rain, a little bit slippy, but we were accounting for that.
Was it swept off a bit for the second pass?
Oh yeah, definitely. It felt very grippy when it was like swept off, but again, I was treating it just a little bit, tad bit closer to on the cautious side in the first two of this loop because of the rain, but I mean, we made it work. I had tons of fun. Cole absolutely destroyed it. So we're just out here, having fun.
Awesome. I love it. We gonna see you guys back later this year or what?
Yeah, definitely. We'll be back.
Okay. What event?
Probably Boone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, congrats on the finish. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Moving on down the line here, we got Mark Tabor, and then we're gonna have to head to Church of Raccoons pretty soon because the power stage is about to kick off. Just checking my clock there. Mark, you're standing here. One stage left. How you feeling?
Hot would be one way to say it. No, pretty good. I mean, we're just kind of doing our own game here. So, there's a lot of changes. It's been a very interesting rally from a standpoint of strategy, and we just got to do our thing. So that's what we're doing, pushing where we can push and trying to be conservative where we need to. Car's got to go in 6 weeks again, so you don't want to ding it up too badly. So that's what we're doing.
Cool. Well, we'll see you guys at the finish.
Thank you very much.
You got music going in there?
Yeah, we sure do. We got a full radio, Bluetooth audio. It's great.
Awesome. Love it. See you guys.
Earlier.
Were you really?
We were live streaming Le Mans for a while, so.
That's awesome. See you guys. They got music. They got Le Mans going in there. We got another one of the Lexuses pulling in here. Not sure which one this is. Maybe Kaysen Pedersen. Looks like it's probably Kaysen. Get a quick word with Kaysen here and the National. Kaysen, 5 stages down in that loop. How are those stages?
They were awesome. Really enjoyed them.
All right, guys, we're going to have to wrap this up. The camera is overheating. We've had to switch cameras a few times, so I'm going to grab a couple more interviews, and then we are heading to the end of the power stage, Church of Raccoons. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned on all of our channels, social channels, and dirtfish.com. Standing at the finish of stage 20. This is the end of the rally.
Can't be happier than this, right?
Is this your first overall win?
Yeah, at a national it is. So, yep. We had good pace, I felt like, early on, and then once I saw Brandon off, I kind of toned it back a little bit, which Honestly, might not have been the right move just because it was tricky driving wise. This car doesn't work very well unless you're on it, but just tried to keep our head down, stay steady, and bring it home.
It was diabolical. It was exactly how the power stage should be. Started off, it was so slick. Luckily, being a couple back on the road, it had stopped raining by the time we started, and there was a couple of corners that we could see was good traction, and the rest was just ice. So we Bree's like, break, we got to get down to the the chicane, the virtual chicane, and I was like, I got this. I locked him up, and we just almost like we stopped at the edge of it. She's like, you got it, huh? Yep.
Kaysen, you're coming in here at the finish, and it's not just a finish, but it's a limited two-wheel drive win. How are you feeling about it?
Oh man, I can't tell you how good this feels. It's been a long time out of the car, but I didn't think this was going to happen this weekend. I mean, I don't think anybody comes into a rally not wanting to win, but you know, we had some good fortune. Drew Staples, man, he's the man. RCR, like the crew as a whole is just like top notch. Good car, better team. Like it's a really cool family we got going on now. So
it's got to be great, and I think your dad's here too as well. So
yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing him. I'm gonna give him a big hug and hopefully celebrate a little bit. So
cool. Looks like first overall two-wheel drive. How you feeling?
Good. Glad we got here. No, we had a little rally luck, but we'll take it. Feel like we drove pretty good, and I'd rather lose and drive well than the other way around. And we drove decent, so yeah, it was good. Good event.
Tell us about that journey from the big spin over the jump to here.
That kind of put a little fear in my stomach. Some butterflies for Friday morning. Yeah. It was just unexpected. We drive flat all the time, but when it gets away from you, it gets away from you. It's not like you plan it. So yeah, it's good. Kind of tampered the nerves and got out and did some driving and enjoyed it.
You guys have brought it home. How do you feel?
Relieved. We did quite a spicy launch on 17, lost first gear.
Oh no.
And so we've been limping all the slow stuff, but we're here, we finished. So Kevin did a great job on the notes. Feels good.
Thank you for joining us for Southern Ohio Forest Rally, Round 5 of the ARA National Championship presented by Kubota. What a weekend it's been. Quite the change-up. Starting with Hooper, finishing the second stage backwards was quite a bit of an excitement. Brandon Semenuk, Roberto Iglesias, and Daniel Hayes all going off on stage 5 yesterday had quite a change-up to the whole competition. Ryan Booth taking home the win. What a weekend it has been. Next up, Ojibwe Forest Rally coming up in August, about a month and a half's time. Stay tuned for round 6. We will be there. We will see you in Minnesota.